classes start to like come into their own, you know what I mean? Yeah, wizards pick theirs at level 2, but a lot of those full spellcasters, for the most part, get their like, well, like their big thing is they're starting to get higher level spells at level 3. I
Wow,
can hear you.
weird.
Cool. Glad I saw that early because that would have been fun to have a whole recording where you can't hear the DM. um,
That'd be sad.
You just go back over and re-record over it and ad lib what you think you said.
Shoutcaster DM.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad I found that mac and cheese because it was good.
okay, should have everything ready to go. Just double checking because I have. Okay, cool. Those should all be set up, and yeah, we're ready to rip, guys. Have all the spell lists open that I need open. Okay, cool, cool. Um, all right. So last time you solved my god puzzle. Um,
Very interestingly.
yeah, no, like, well, I'll be honest. The intention was to use the boom moss, the sonic moss.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
yeah.
Amazing.
Um, I honestly didn't even think about the fact that there was, a god weapon.
A giant god bow, yeah.
Yeah, like, well, it's it's the stupidest things that slip your mind, right? Um, but after having dealt with that, you guys started to travel a little bit more. Got kind of close to the end of your end of your, you know, this leg of the expedition.
Journey.
This walk through the woods, and Wolfram was accosted by some pixies early in the morning, checking his traps, and you guys found a dryad in need. And after discussing with it a bit, went and hunted down the thing that attacked it, which happened to be a bugbear and his pet death dog. Um, and after going back and taking a well-needed rest at the camp, you guys are ready bright and early in the morning, or you can decide however what time of day. But yeah, there we are, all caught up.
Well, let's see. We had just finished a long rest. We had the fight. We probably, I mean, we it would be losing time, but we'd probably decide to rest there for a day.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured, but I didn't want to impose that on y'all. So okay, cool.
I'm down with that.
Wolfram is probably mostly out of commission, so for that one day, but the day after, he seems fine. He probably was, you know, very clearly very sick, like sweating and rolling around fitfully in his sleep. But the next day, he seems to be fine.
Yeah, even Molimer was kind of, a little checking your bandages, doting on you a little bit, just like, because you maybe had a the wound on your forearm where that dog bit you did not look great.
Yeah, well, it was black veins were coming off of it. It didn't smell good,
But
but they all seem to be gone, and the wound is closed up. So
yeah, Wolfram tanked through the poison.
Yeah.
Malmer's like, that's weird, right?
Yeah, like, yeah, that didn't really, huh?
That's that's not that's not normal, right? Uh,
That reminds me, I do have a thing. But unless you guys want to do anything specific, we can just continue the travel.
sounds good to me.
Yeah. Same.
Cool. So, as you kind of get to the tail end of this, once was an evergreen forest, kind of corrupted, even more life is coming back to it. I mean, you guys have only been in this back half of of this forest for about 2 days now, and it's almost completely different. Like the life is coming back and strong, and it's all Christmassy. There's lots of snow, and and you kind of get to a barrier uh, where on your left there's the foothills of the mountains that you guys fought the bugbear and the death dog at the foothills of, and you can see this kind of vast plain stretching out in front of you. It's kind of snow capped, and in the distance, maybe half a day's travel away, you can see the mountain range that this tower that you're headed toward is supposed to sit in. Just a little recap about that. What you know is that allegedly there was some great evil that used to reside there. There's maybe it used to be a settlement, but it's not really confirmed. Reyna, you should have notes on there's a coat of arms
Yes.
that is associated with that tower. That's all that's really super well known about it. And yeah, like you can see that mountain range. Molimer looks at her map and she says, "Yeah, that was a couple hundred miles north of here was the mountain range that I had pilgrimaged to for religious reasons." And yeah, I guess that's it. She looks at cross references maps and such. And even from here, you notice that like the whole thing of it feel like all of a sudden it feels like nothing is there. There's a gap of information. It does look like almost if you were to take just a sphere of matter, just erase it. That's what looks like is at the center of this range. And getting closer and closer, you can see that effect. Like it feels like there's nothing there. About probably if you guys took off early, probably shortly after lunchtime, maybe 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m., you can kind of get to the foothills because I said it's about a half a day travel, right? It does look like there's just nothing there. Like there's supposed to be something there and there's nothing there. And whoever would like to, I'll leave this to you guys right now. Give you a minute to process that information.
Am I familiar with this area?
Roughly. I don't think you've like lived here, but you probably know the area.
So this is only like 2 weeks out. For some reason, I was under the understanding this was like over 100 miles away.
Oh, my apologies. I must have conveyed it wrong.
I mean, it's not unheard of for me to misunderstand. I didn't realize it was so close, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just a little, just under 2 weeks out. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's just
Alrighty.
an orb of non-existence.
Seems to be. if I'm gonna make a little. Whoever would. Does anybody want to make any kinds of checks before I?
Sure. Can I don't know, make a perception check to try to study it from afar?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
That is 12, I think. No, wait, that's 11.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.
You can definitely tell that there's something more than what meets the eye right now.
Hmm.
Something feels weird about this. You think it's how do I find the word for this?
Feels alien, feels wrong.
Yes, exactly. It feels wrong. Like there's definitely something more than what you can see going on, and what that is you can't tell, but it feels wrong.
Uh, I think the way Wolfram, kind of, I don't know what's the word for it, like processes that is he's looking at it. He can't quite tell what's off about it, but like the hair on the back of his neck starts to stand up, and he's just like, "There's something wrong. Something is wrong."
Not how far away from this thing are we?
That's up to y'all. However far y'all would want to be away from it. Just as a recap, there was about a half a day's travel between the uh, tree line of the forest that you just left and
Mm-hmm.
the foothills of this mountain. You can be all the way up to the foothills, be 15 feet away from it if you'd like, or however far away from it you would like to be to make these checks and investigations.
All right.
Yeah. Do you guys want to say
So
that we're approaching it? I mean, this is the goal, right?
I have an
Yep.
interesting test I want to do.
Okay.
After yours, I have a test as well.
I want to. I have 50 feet of rope. I want to tie a weight to the end of it and toss it into the nothingness and then pull it back out to see if anything comes out. And if
What are
nothing
you
comes out, then obviously it will erase your existence as well.
what are you using as a weight?
Anything. I've got wooden stakes.
Okay.
I've got a hammer. I've got a crowbar. Anything that we can throw in the direction of this to land it within it, and then pull it back out to see if what we threw in comes back out fully intact.
My suggestion would be use something you don't mind losing.
If I may posit, if you don't mind me saying so, Mortimer. Mortimer collected like a good couple of fistfuls of stone pebbles and such.
There you go.
Yes. Where I was going with my idea, Driffin has a better idea of actually getting something to pull it back up. I was just gonna toss a pebble in and see what happened.
I mean, it sounds like you guys have a plan.
Would I be able to
I'm
do a perception check
Yeah, go ahead, make your
for
perception
to
check.
find out if I can feel anything differently, magically or anything?
If you want to try and feel something magically, I think that would be. Let me look at the actual skills. I want to say Arcana, but that's an intelligence check, and this
I
would
mean, you
be.
can give me Arcana.
It can be a charisma arcana if you want it to be. Though honestly, with checks like this, I would almost always do spellcasting modifier. So like proficiency plus whatever their spellcasting ability is.
So roll your d20, add your modifier, your spellcasting modifier, and your proficiency. Driffin, when you tie off a rock and throw it in and pull it back out,
Mhm.
rock is still on the end of the rope. You didn't feel any tugs or catches or anything like that. It probably just felt like it was dragging along the ground.
So it went in and came out completely unharmed.
Correct.
All right, cool.
You got a 10? What did you roll?
A 5.
Okay.
Morty, you can have your rocks
That was a
back.
bad roll. Very sad.
Well, you can keep the rock if you want.
I think what you get with that
Is it a middle finger?
Most
yeah, I like that. What you get from that is that it feels. It doesn't feel like negative magic. Like it doesn't feel like something is being taken away. if that makes any sense.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, can I make a nature check against it? I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, no, this makes sense. That is a 2 plus 2. That's a 4.
Um,
Yes.
I think this is a 4. You notice that snow is falling into it, and it's like into the space, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem like it's you can see it once it hits a certain area.
Okay. Very
Hmm.
good.
Trying to figure out which ones are gonna roll good for me.
I walk in.
All right, so we're just going for it.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine with the whole rock test.
So, as you cross through this barrier, you feel this like there's a bug on the back of your neck, and just this cold sliminess rolls down your spine. But it's only for a second. It feels bad. You don't like it. But
Okay.
in front of you, you see, standing in the ruin of a small city, very small, maybe held 30, 40 people. This is a very small settlement. Within the valley, below the mountain formation, is a dark stone tower. This area was once a
Okay.
small hub of life, it seems, but it's kind of been left to rot. You can see everything except the tower at a glance. Looks, if you didn't know any better, you'd think this place has been left for a couple hundred, maybe even like 1,000 years. It's pretty dilapidated.
Okay. So, like, are there any, like, roofs left? Or is it just, like, foundations?
I'd say ruins. So like pretty torn down. Almost nothing but foundations. But there's a little bit of
Like,
structure left.
gotcha, like little half walls here and there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is that as we're walking through, I'm peeking in, but it doesn't sound like there's any end to peek into, so I'm just kind of warily moving slowly and looking around.
Yeah. There's not really much to see depending on how far in you want to go. Like I said, it's mostly just ruins. If you want to approach the tower at any point, just let me know.
Is the going through the town not towards the tower?
It is, but it's kind of circuitous. It's like it doesn't seem like this was planned out. It seems like people just kind of popped up homes wherever they, had an opportunity to do so.
Then my suggested route of approach would be going through the town towards the tower.
Cool.
What do you
Are
guys
we
think?
all are we all in here, by the way? Have we all
If you
walked
want
through?
to be.
Yeah.
I'm yeah,
I'm
okay. I'm
there.
cool with having already walked through.
So
Sounds good to me.
everyone, as you walk through, you feel that. Well, Raina and Mortimer, you feel that cold, wet, slimy. There's a bug on the back of your neck. Feel as you cross this barrier.
Flip that
Just
way.
for a second.
Show me your watch.
And
You see the little
yeah. So
line right there at the top? Press and
sorry, one second.
slide it
I have but have to know just what the entire area looks like. Like, are we still technically outside,
out.
or
Jesus.
you are still outside.
okay?
Yeah.
It's the environment outside. All right.
Yes.
Well,
It,
what is the
go ahead.
what's the light? What's the lighting look like? Is it still daytime here?
Yeah, it's still midday, just after
Oh.
lunchtime.
Oh.
Your best assumption, maybe it was just an illusion keeping this place out of sight. You're not really 100% sure, but having walked through it, you know that it at least didn't feel like anything horrible. You didn't take damage,
All right. So, if one were to summon their primal beast, that were a bird of some sort and threw it into the air to fly around and scout the area. Could that bird relay information to me?
I believe so.
I do have the speak with animals thing, so
Well, I
I
think
could,
because it's yours, you can
yeah.
just
I,
Like
okay.
a telepathic bond.
I could use it to scout the area to get a lay of the land if that's cool.
yes. Let me just
Alright.
make sure that I know everything that it can do because I once played a character that had the find familiar spell and I constantly forgot what the fuck it does.
Uh, this is your first time summoning it. Do you not want to do like a
Oh, I've got
thing where
something.
like
I've got something. Don't worry.
Yeah,
okay,
you can
just
go
I've
making
got
sure.
you can go ahead and summon it whenever you are ready. I'm just gonna pull up
okay.
the stuff for it.
So Driffin takes his pack and he sets it on the ground and pulls out um actually an item that was given in the character creation, a mourning veil trimmed in black lace. He uh
Okay.
he mutters some words to it, kind of loudly. He goes, "Hoot! There it is." Throws it into the air. It flails around in the air as the wind takes it, and slowly it takes the form of a snow owl.
Oh. Wait, so it goes from black to white?
It's trimmed in black lace.
Gotcha.
That is awesome.
I tell it to scout the area.
Strange bird. And this
Okay.
is inside the ruins of this town?
Yes. If you so wish it to be, you could have summoned it beforehand if you'd like.
Yeah, I summoned it in the ruins.
So, you notice that when you summon it, there's almost like eyeshadow, this light blue crest under its left eye. It's barely noticeable, but you notice it because it's your companion.
I like it.
Are full of surprises.
Um, and what it shows you is that there is a definite barrier because it kind of swoops in and out a little bit. Um, yeah, it's just like like an orb of in non. I don't want to say invisibility because that's an actual thing, but you know what I mean. Um, and there's not really any life from the aerial side other than you guys, and the very very top tip of this tower. What is the flight speed of this thing? Sky. So standard 60 feet. Cool. Um, excuse me.
How big is this thing? Is it a medium creature?
Small beast.
Small beast, okay.
Yeah. Um, and it you can see it relates to you that the top of the tower looks like it's caved in a bit.
Hmm.
Other than that, the tower looks like it was built yesterday. Like it's such a stark contrast to everything in this city. It's gleaming, shining, polished black stone. Um, and as you guys get closer and approach, um, find the right notes. Tower stands proudly displaying its banners, displaying a familiar crest. The crest that you guys saw in the book, sure
Okay.
enough. Um, the tower appears to be maybe 40 feet around, maybe 100 feet tall. A ruined garden surrounds the tower. Sickly sweet odor of floral decay increases as you get closer. A short pathway juts out from the fenced-in garden area and is centered on a door in the tower. The path leads out towards you into a circular courtyard where a man sits by a fire. Um, he, at a glance, looks kind of familiar, but you can't place it, and seems to be staring almost in a trance into the fire with his back turned towards you. You can see on his back he has a large Oh God, not halberd. What is the
Like a
Pike?
pike? Or like a
Blade?
pike?
spear?
Yeah, like a pike. It's a big lance, basically, like a
Gotcha.
yeah. And he
Okay.
sits with his back towards you.
Okay.
Can we roll? Because I think I know who this is, or can I just say a name?
You can do whatever you'd like to do. Just tell me what you're looking for.
All right, now before Mortimer says it, I generally have a question. What's the brother's name? Is it Connor?
Hmm.
Yeah, the brother that you're basically chasing right now is Connor.
Okay, so Mortimer just kind of squints and leads forward, and he goes, "Connor, is that you?"
He,
No, no, no.
yeah,
No.
he does not respond.
Yeah, this is Connor was a more of a scholar. This doesn't sound like a wisp of a man.
Yeah,
Okay.
just that. Yeah, he's kind of bigger. Looks like he's probably employed as a soldier or a a beatnik kind of. You would imagine
Uh,
he's a pretty big dude.
Okay, I got my descriptions wrong then. My bad.
uh, Wolfram stops approaching quietly now that their cover has been blown and stands out in the open.
Quick question out of character.
Yeah.
Is this the dude from the thing? The trap thing?
What?
The gauntlet?
Out of character, the pocket.
Oh
Pocket dimension.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I was like, is that why we don't fully recognize him, but we kind of recognize him?
No.
I'm
Hearing
just gonna approach.
yeah, as you say, hearing Wolfram approach, he kind of starts a little bit and gets up.
Well,
And
remember I refuse to let it be that Wolfram he heard Wolfram approach. I think he heard Mortimer say a name very loudly towards him.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
valid. That's valid.
But like the
Yeah.
sounds of approach get him to start moving.
Okay.
Because like he yeah, he's not surprised, but it's not like he's gonna get any advantage on you guys. But he stands up
Oh
and
no.
he stands up and turns kind of quickly, like he was started a bit and puts reaches back to put a hand on his weapon, but doesn't draw it, and he looks at you all.
As
Sorry,
I
go
will
ahead.
say, as soon as he does that, as soon as he reaches for his weapon, Wolfram had his hands by his side and was approaching out in the open in the middle of the path. As soon as he reaches for that weapon, Wolfram puts a hand to his sword,
That's fair.
like
That's completely fair.
it's on. If he starts something, it's fucking on.
Um, as he turns towards you, you all, I don't think this is hard to realize. Um, the general shape and form of him looked kind of familiar with his back to you all. Now that he's turned towards you and you can see his face, it looks a lot like Adric. Like, a lot like Adric.
Oh shit. Okay.
But he has an leather eye patch over his left eye that is set with a gold piece of metal. And he has a large bushy beard. It looks unkempt, whereas Adrix was pretty closely shaved. He had a beard, but it was pretty close. And he looks at you all and he, who are you? Why are you here? And he looks over you all again one more time, and he sees Molimer, and he goes, "Oh." He drops his hand. And he says, "Took you long enough. So what are we gonna do?"
I believe introductions are needed.
Introductions? You guys just. He looks at Molimer. And he looks back at you all. And those that are more perceptive notices that Molimer does not look confused, and she even gives him a nod when he looks over at her. And he goes, yeah, I'm Adric." And he holds his hand out.
but you're missing an eye.
Yeah, I lost that. I'm a fighter. That's what happens
Yeah, but at the castle you didn't have that.
at the castle.
Yeah,
What castle?
your castle.
We have met a different Adric. We do not know you.
Huh. I guess I've met a different you then, because I thought. He looks at Molimer and he addresses her specifically. Are you sure this is right? And she shakes her head like she looks real confused.
I'm glad I am not the only one.
Um. I'll say out of out of character here. Wolfram has made the correct assumption. It feels like this is not your Adric.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that was the case, but
Well, yeah.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Can you tell us what you are doing here? That would be a nice start.
Well, I was waiting for reinforcements. My sergeant, and he waves his hand at Molimer, was supposed to come back here. I mean, like, our whole. He shakes his head. Our whole fucking special ops platoon was slaughtered. I mean, I assume they went in and then never came out. He motions to the tower. I assumed you guys were it. I thought I'd seen you guys around the barracks, but guess not.
I am not dressed like a soldier.
Well, also neither is he. He is dressed
Okay.
pretty similar to the way that you are. You know, like furs. Maybe they're kind of padded a little bit in certain areas, but you know.
Okay. It seems that our goals align. Why don't we work together?
Yeah, I mean,
Wolfram puts out a hand.
the Adric too shakes your hand, grabs your hand and shakes. Well, you know, I I know when I've been beat, I've seen a lot of people go in there, and whereas we were supposed to, or at least I was waiting for, backup. I don't know. It kind of freaks me out. We don't know what's going on in there. This entire town has been slaughtered. I think we don't know anything about the fucking situation. All right. He looks down.
Yeah.
He's just kind of muttering and like trying to. He doesn't know anything, and he hates that he doesn't know anything. You get that feel.
Well, shall we?
I was gonna say, let's go in.
All right. Let's.
Wolfram draws his sword and walks in.
All right. So, you open the door, and the first thing that you see is there's a long hallway that feels a lot longer than it should. You guessed that this hallway was like, or this, tower was like, maybe 40 feet across, and you see this 100-foot hallway, and it's just a long hallway that leads into an open room. As you step inside, I'm gonna group the party together here because it's you hear a click, and
Oh wait,
go ahead.
before anything happens, I will say out loud upon seeing this hallway and holding it open for the person behind me, I will say, do not let it close. Do not let the door close. We may not be able to leave.
That is perfectly fine.
I actually did roll to see if he would think of it because that was my first thought, and I rolled a 17. So
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable that Wolfram was like, "Hey, wait a minute, this isn't right. We need to know our escape."
Yeah, that feels perfectly
like
fair to me. And if you rolled for it and got good, that's more than fair. So as you step in, you do hear a click, and and just to be clear, it's not like a single stone that you happen to step on. It's like a large platform, like a 3 by 3 foot platform that makes up the entirety of the first, stone step into this hallway. And
Damn, I wish I had looked down. Go ahead.
before you see, if I can get this to fucking send. You see, I just uploaded a picture. I'm going to describe it. I just uploaded a picture to the Discord. Basically, there's like 5 sections, and on the first one, a swinging blade, descends across the hallway. Past that, you can see darts shooting back and forth across, and in the very farthest, the 5th note. By the way, there's a space in between each of these. In the 5th slot, there is like one of those Skyrim traps where the spheres come up out of the floor at intervals. If that makes sense.
I like it.
You are standing in a small space. You have a couple of feet. You have a little bit. You have enough room to stand there comfortably without being hit by the pendulum blade that's directly in front of you. For those that are looking at the map, the northern I'm going to use north, south, east, west on these maps. It's not the actual thing, but it helps for helps.
The top of the map.
Yeah, the top of the map, the north part of the map, the first block there that's above the pendulum is where you are all standing.
Okay. And so the click started these traps.
Yes.
Can I stride forward and I'm going to take out. Yeah, no, you know what? I've got my shield on me, so I'm going to take out. No, okay, I don't think I should use my shield here. I'm going to get my sword and I'm going to try to stop the pendulum.
Okay.
I'm going to like attack the. Is it all completely metal?
No, it's not. There's like imagine like an anchor-shaped pendulum that is chained. Well, I guess that would be entirely metal, but I think
Not solid.
yeah, it's not like a solid metal bar.
And it's big, right?
Yeah, it's like the half moon blade is probably like 4 feet by, like it's about 4 feet wide, I think.
Okay, so this weighs several hundred pounds.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, maybe this isn't a good idea then.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we? As player, I see the lever on the map. Can we see the lever, and how far away from we are?
Yes. You're standing in this northern block. You're probably about 3 feet away from it. You have a little, just enough space to move around as a party.
From that lever that's next to the staircase there.
That lever next to the staircase is beyond all of the traps.
Okay.
Is it visible?
That's out of sight though.
Yes, it is. Or sorry, no, it is not out of sight. You can see it.
Okay, and how far away are we? What'd you say?
Each one of those blocks is 5 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay.
maybe 35, 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Hey, Driffin, you have that meteor hammer on a chain, right?
It's got a 10-foot rope.
You have a 10-foot rope?
I mean, the meteor hammer's on a 10-foot rope.
Well, a 10-foot chain though, right?
The rod for the pendulum, is that flammable?
It's a chain.
It is a chain?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's on a 10-foot chain then.
Or yes, but also the pendulum is on a chain.
Basically my thought process is it worth trying to stop it? I mean, this thing's going to be really heavy.
I think Wolfram
could always try to just kind of acrobatics all the way through it. One of us, or athletics, either one.
Yeah, that's true. If one person can get through and pull that lever, maybe the lever will stop the traps.
If we can get past the first 2, I can cast Mage Hand. I just need to be 30 feet away.
Ooh. Well, then you need to get past the first two.
All right, I'm gonna. Can I ask? Or Wolfram will ask Driffin, "May I borrow your hammer?"
Sure. Here you go.
I have a quick question before you do that. Do these traps count as attacks if something were to happen to the person?
No. If that person would be making saves against the traps.
Okay.
Yeah, and like some traps do use attack rolls, but they're not creatures; they're traps, so they don't
Yeah, they don't.
function for.
Well, this doesn't.
Is it?
I
Well,
was
okay.
gonna
Let me ask
put-
directly. Is it silvery barbs?
No, I was gonna put sanctuary. It's you ward a creature
Oh.
within range against attack. It does not say creature attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who attacks the warded creature. Well, yeah, it says any creature.
Creature,
so
yeah.
there's okay.
Yeah.
Because it says it's within attack or a harmful spell. So, but it's a.
I mean, if I'm making a saving throw, or if I'm making or if it's making an attack against my AC, like something like Shield of Faith or something like that might help. But I don't know. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop this pendulum.
Sounds
Oof.
good. How are you gonna go about doing it?
Okay, does the top of the blade look sharp, or is it just the sides and bottom, the scythe portion?
Just the scythe portion, the half moon. It's almost like an axe head on its side.
Got a single edge.
Yeah.
One more
How
question,
high up
sorry.
is it? I mean, this is 4 feet long.
The
It's a 10-foot hallway.
10-foot hallway. Yep.
I just have
Okay.
one more question. I'm sorry. How much is your AC, Wolfram?
I don't want to say. I'm sorry. Well,
You
I
could
just don't wanna
message
get too
her.
meta with it.
Well, the
Yeah,
only reason
I-
I'm asking is because I have mage armor I can put on you, which would make it 13 plus. your
Oh,
dexterity.
God.
If it's
If you
above
did cast that on me, it wouldn't affect me because it would be
Okay.
exactly the same.
Okay.
I just all I hear when she says mage armor was the barbarian grabbing the mage.
Yeah.
God.
Can I make an attack with the meteor hammer to get the chain around? Well, no, that's more of a grappling hook thing. Basically, I want to see if I can grab the chain with the meteor hammer.
Yeah, I think that's doable. Yeah. Go ahead and make an attack roll with it then. Let me see.
Okay. Can I use strength, or is this finesse only?
I believe it's.
It is a finesse. I'm not sure how that works with you though. On my character sheet it says finesse.
I think finesse generally means you can use strength, or because the finesse is the thing that alters the normal rules.
Yeah, you can use strength with it. Yeah.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 4. 20. Or not natural, unnatural 20.
Okay, I think that
A
hits.
dirty 20.
So you're looking to hook it and like, well, I say hook it, but
And
you know what I mean.
I guess he's trying to leverage it from swinging.
Yeah, that's my. Are
Yeah.
you like trying to stop the arc? Or are you trying to pull it back? Or
I think I realized that it weighs too much to stop it this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ride the momentum of when it pulls me off my feet and pull myself up onto the top of the
Oh
site,
my
the swaying portion.
God.
And I'm gonna start surfing it. So maybe in athletics to see if I can pull myself up hand over hand.
yeah,
Epic.
yeah, athletics.
That is
Oh my God.
That is a 19 plus 2, 21.
Yeah,
I have
Oh.
so much respect for Wolfram right now.
Oh my God.
that does it.
Wolfram is now standing on top of it, and he's got the chain in both hands, and he's doing that thing where you're trying to stop a swing. So he's swaying in the
He's
alternate cycle.
trying to
the,
counter the momentum.
Yes.
I think you could call it counter inertia.
I was like, about how much does Wolfram weigh? I would assume.
Wolfram Wolfram actually doesn't weigh like a ton. He's about 225-ish because he's like very
get it.
leanly built.
Take into account what you're carrying. How much does that weigh?
He's carrying next to nothing. I mean, like the sword weighs a decent amount, so yeah, probably total like 250.
I feel like it's fair to assume that by doing that, like that was a pretty good roll. I think you can stop it. I think I'm just gonna say that
That was
it takes a turn. You know, it takes some effort.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Fuck.
fine if it takes some time,
Yeah.
but I do have leverage because I'm higher up than the end of the pendulum, so
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
can stop it eventually.
Oh yeah.
if you're above that fulcrum point.
I just think it takes maybe 20 seconds. You know, you just got to kind of slow it down and get it to stop. But yeah, you're capable of doing that. Yeah, you do it.
Yes.
So
That was
I'm a-
completely unexpected.
I imagine it kind of stops and it's just hanging in the middle and slowly rotating, and Wolfram just hops down, hands you your meteor hammer back.
That could not have gone any better.
We are not done yet.
God, do you have inspiration? Because I want to give you inspiration for that.
I will gladly take it if you would like to.
Yeah, I like how you improvised there and made the best out of a situation. I like that a lot.
That was awesome.
Thank you. If I had done poorly on any of those checks, I probably would have gotten hurt.
Yeah, there's a
It
good
was
chance.
smart, but it was
wouldn't have
fun.
been horrible, but it would done a chunk of change. So next, oh sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm good. I'm done.
So
That was
you guys have a gap of about 5 feet past this pendulum before there's a section of wall on either side that is alternating, shooting darts across every 6 or 7 seconds. I would say about a turn.
all right. This is an interesting one.
Long enough.
Is the wall entirely covered in things that are shooting the darts, or is there an area above and an area below where there are no darts being fired?
There's holes, spaced every couple of inches, kind of sporadically.
Up and down.
Yeah, up and down each side.
So what you're saying here is that no, I could not crawl under the darts
Yeah,
firing.
There's no Mission Impossible laser
Okay, I was
flips that you can do here.
okay.
I think I want to just run
Oh,
it.
yeah, we could just run through. Though I have a really dumb idea.
Oh boy.
What you got?
Can I? No, that's not gonna fucking work. I want to attack the chain that the is holding up the pendulum and use it as a shield. to
Oh
block
my
the
god.
darts.
That would work for one wall.
I don't know. Does somebody have an ability that could melt a chain?
Reyna
I
and I
mean-
could both use fire and probably melt it with enough attacks.
I mean, maybe heat it up and then I'll attack the hot section.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try that.
Fuck it, let's do it.
No.
I mean, what y'all want me to hit it with? Y'all want me to hit it with Chaos Bolt, Burning Hands, Sacred Flame?
I'm gonna use fire.
Don't use anything that you can't. Don't use anything that uses a spell slot. I don't want you to waste your spell slots on my dumb ideas.
Firebolt is a cantrip for me.
Hell yeah! Can
And
it attack objects or just creatures?
oh, you know what?
Creature or object.
Or object within range, yeah. And
Hell
mine-
yeah! What does it look like?
Oh, because I'm an arcane trickster, they just look like my Molotov cocktails.
Hell yeah!
But
So
now
I just
you
kinda
don't
got-
have to find bottles.
Yeah! Now it's
got-
not a resource.
I got called out. I missed a little bit. What did we succeed?
We are just now. I just threw like a Molotov on it.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
we're still breaking the thing.
So is that just me and him making an attack roll?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't even think that. I mean, it's a still chain. Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
9 damage.
Well, an attack roll, not a damage roll.
Yeah, the attack to hit.
7 plus 3, 10.
Oof. It's not moving. It can't dodge.
I will say, just it, this is not helping us, but I will say I do happen to know the AC of ropes and chains in the item list.
Oh boy.
If you would like that information.
Yeah, because I'm having trouble finding it. I honestly didn't think. I was like, oh yeah, they'll just they'll try and get past the traps. And
Oh, we're
I'm
just breaking
sorry.
your shit.
It has 10 HP and it can be burst with a successful DC 20 strength check. I guess the AC would be based off of the object. If it's made of metal, it'd probably be about 15. But that's to do damage with it with a weapon, so maybe it could still hit. I mean, it's not moving.
I was gonna say I don't think that Mortimer has to. It feels like to me that Mortimer could literally just break the bottle over the chain with this one. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I will attack it then. It's not super great. Can I make it a reckless? No, that'll make things worse. Hold on.
Because of Mortimer's fire damage, I was gonna give you advantage on it anyways. So.
Hell yeah. All right, that is 13 plus 5, 18 to
Yeah,
hit.
yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Damage. Why am I broken like this?
Because of Greetings Adventures, I understand completely. That is 11 damage.
11 damage, and the that
Chain
does it.
has 10.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
it. So you
Hell
break
yeah.
this chain off, and it, crashes into the floor.
Let me make a dexterity saving throw to dodge getting hit in the foot.
I don't think, yeah, but I don't think it'd be too hard because, like, you knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay. That's 12 plus 2, so.
Yeah, that's fine. By the way, do you, because of your specific ranger, your barbarian, you still get danger sense, right?
Yeah, that's what I used.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because I was thinking
I
about
rolled
that
a
earlier.
6 first.
Oh, jeez.
It was so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a 14 is fine. You knew it was going to happen. It's a big, heavy object. I imagine you were pretty careful about it. All right, so you have a large, half moon or crescent moon with a kind of peg to hold it, piece of metal, sharp metal.
Let's see. You said it weighed like 400 pounds.
I think roughly, yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but I think like a 4-foot crescent shape piece of metal. Well, that feels pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly.
Can I pick it up and sling it over my shoulder in such a way that I can kind of use it? And the darts are coming from one direction or both sides?
Both.
It's alternating, but they are coming from one side at a time.
Okay.
One side at a time. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, what the fuck? That's interesting.
Is there any way I can position it to take basically most of the I'm not exactly sure how to word this. I want to kind of block us when we run through, possibly to give us advantage, and maybe just ferry each member through one at a time.
Yeah, I think that's doable. Yeah. I
Or
think
if not advantage. Oh, sorry.
I think you can do this, and it would be easy enough to basically just stand there and hold it, and allow everybody to get through with their advantage, and yeah, I think that's fine.
Well, if he's
okay.
standing there, you did say it's alternating from both sides.
Yeah, but like
That's why.
yeah,
sorry.
well, I mean, it's gonna happen,
And
Right.
it's every 7 seconds is one side. So if you were only blocking one side, we have 14 seconds to book it. I'm sure we'll make it.
Yeah,
I
this
was
is.
thinking I could.
I'll run at once. It wouldn't be that bad.
I was thinking I could just do one person at a time, and then like wait on the other side for it to alternate and come back through, kind of I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
I'm
if we're all able to run through all at the same time though. I don't know. You could stand there one time and not have to risk.
I have an idea.
Yes.
All right.
Do you want to drag it to the middle and I'll just boom hammer it in place and then we can just run through?
I mean, if that'll work, will that work?
yeah, if you do it right, I think that'll work.
Okay.
Holy shit.
All right.
I'll
Just
drag it to the middle.
fucking
And I
grab
think
one.
if we do it right, then probably the only one that'll need to make a check is me. So I'll drag it to the middle, pound it in place. And is it a save or
Yeah, make a deck save.
okay? Am I losing the advantage because I'm carrying this big heavy thing?
I think so. Yeah. Unfortunately, it just feels.
That makes complete sense to me. I will also say I'm sorry. This has been very ill-conceived, but I really am just having fun.
No, I like.
I mean, this is very interesting. I love this shit.
well,
Like straight up,
I designed.
it would probably be.
Sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just saying, I'm sure it would be easier and much better for us if we just did it as normal. But I don't know. I just have all these dumb ideas.
Well,
Can I be honest?
Yeah, go ahead.
As long as you get me to the other side, I can mage hand the switch.
Yeah, he's the only one that needs to go.
Then okay, if he's the only one that needs to go, maybe we could talk about it, realize that we don't have to do it this way. Wolfram just kind of drops and throws the pendulum off to the side, grabs Mortimer under his arm, puts his shield on that arm, and then just books it through.
Yo, I love it.
Oh my god, that's wonderful! Holy
I
shit!
never thought I'd make it to the Super Bowl.
Wolfram grabs him and then leaps across the entire gap.
yeah, I mean, like,
What's the save though? There's
I did save. In this case, if we're doing it this way, can I have the advantage, or because
Yeah.
I'm carrying Mortimer?
no,
Okay.
yeah, I think that, yeah. Because you got your shield
Okay.
up, this is calculated, yeah.
It was a 3 before. It is now a 13 plus 2, 15.
That does it. So you get across your cloak, you know, like you feel a dart shave a couple of hairs off the edge of your cloak as you get through.
But you made it.
Please, for the love of God, do not touchdown spike me to the ground.
Wolfram has his hands under each of your arms, like you pick up a child, and he just kind of sets you down.
Real quick, can everybody roll initiative?
Fuck.
oh
Yes.
boy.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. 16 plus 2, 18.
18 plus 2. I got a 20.
Hell yeah.
4
Wolfram-
plus 2, 6.
Wolfram, you got an 18.
Yeah.
Save, and then
16.
Mortimer, you got a 20.
Yup, 18 plus 2.
And then Reyna, what did you get
16.
total?
Yeah.
And you got an 8, Driffin.
6.
6, cool.
I'm fucking scared, man.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said-
this isn't good.
So,
Oh boy.
So,
What about the others that were supposed to be following us? Did they follow us?
yeah.
Molimer.
Also, the traps are still running, and we're rolling initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
Well,
fun.
One trap is stopped, and me
Yeah,
and-
the axe.
Yeah. I guess we are separated.
Speaking of
Slightly.
that first space where the pendulum was, in the cracks where the chain was hanging through, this like greenish sludge begins to glorp through
Oh god.
and plops down, and a large slimy cube thing sits behind you guys.
Flubber.
Shit.
Oh,
Shit. Shit.
Well,
Well, it's a good thing Mortimer's going first, because he's the one that needs to pull the lever, right?
I was gonna say Mortimer rolled real fucking good. Mortimer, you're up first.
Alright, let's
Mortimer
make
already
hand
had
the
the hand
lever.
So, I need to know how this looks because this is the first time you're using your little invisible goblin buddy.
Yes. Okay. So, DM, can you do me a favor? I don't have access to Discord on my phone. I don't remember my password. Can you, that picture I sent you on Facebook, can you post that in general chat?
Yes, I got you.
All right. So Mortimer looks over at Molly, and he goes, "You remember in that tavern 2 weeks ago when you asked me how I learned Goblin?" And out of his barrel, a little green head pokes up, and
Oh god.
this goblin climbs out of the barrel. And do I need to roll to get him through this trap, or can we assume because he's just like a mage hand illusion, he just
You-
kind of like jumps over?
You can summon
we
him
just
on
yeet
the
him?
other side of the trap, I think.
Yeah.
Well, instead of like I think the idea is that like he's like a real creature, but like we treat him like mage hand. So can we just like make really dumb excuses of how we get him by it, like Mortimer yeets him or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
we
that's
just, like,
perfectly
launch him
fine.
over. Because I want you guys to think that he's real. Like this is an actual like character that's in our party now.
He's
Oh,
I'm
but
down
he
with
is
that.
real to me in my heart.
Unfortunately, Mage Hand only lasts for a minute, so he's gotta be fast. So he comes out, he runs across, and he's gonna yank on that lever.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't have to make a check. It can pull up to 5 pounds, right?
10 pounds.
5
pounds.
pounds plus 5 for every level. So yeah, I think we're at 10.
Yeah. So I mean, that's yeah. He pulls it. The darts
Wait,
stop flying. The spears that were coming up out of the ground that you just threw them through, they stop moving, and yeah. Next up in the turn order is Wolfram.
come on, guys,
Oh, this
keep
is
moving.
fun.
Okay. Does that stop the traps?
Yeah, that completely stopped all the traps.
Okay, then Wolfram's well, I guess I'm just gonna be ready for bad. Oh no, it's not the traps. I can run over there.
Yeah, they're in this room. It's just a stone room with a staircase leading down with the lever right next to it.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance for what I'm about to do. Me as a
Oh,
player
boy.
knows that this is bad, but Wolfram doesn't know this, probably. Because most things die when you stab them. The Wolfram's gonna run across, sprint at this thing,
Oh,
and
no.
jam his sword into it.
Let me just make sure, because does this thing...
It's probably immune to slashing damage. If it's not, that's awesome, but it might be, probably.
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
It's not?
It's not.
Oh. Okay, sweet. I'll take that. Yeah, I stab it. Does a 10 hit? Well, wait, it's reckless. No, I guess it wouldn't be reckless in this case. I'll take the 10.
Yeah, 10 hits.
All right. That is. I said I had a shield equipped, so I can only use one hand. So
You
I'm
gotta be
going
fucking
to.
kidding me. This thing is not...
That's 4 damage.
Cool. Yeah, I would have assumed that this thing is...
Immune to
resistant
slashing.
but it's not. Huh.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't know a ton about what I think this creature is, because I've never really researched them very much, but they're super interesting.
Yeah, I'll say this way to make it a little clearer. It is very, very cube-like and made up of something that seems to be a greenish, sickly jello. So
It's a Jello
It's a
cube.
gelatinous cube.
yeah,
When it dropped on them, did it drop on them and they're like, quote unquote,
In it?
hashtag engulfed?
no, it dropped behind them in the space.
Drop where the axe was.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Next up is you, Raina.
Raina.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because this thing is gelatinous, am I able to use shape water on it?
Read shape water for
Ooh.
me.
I don't think I'll be able to.
I don't
'cause it's a
think
body
so.
of water.
Nah, I'm gonna say no. That feels like
It
it.
says
That would be
choose an
so
area
wild.
of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, no. This is like a.
I would consider it.
This is 10 feet, right? Because it's large.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, large. So yeah, it takes up 10 feet.
Okay. Well, I will try then. Let's see what I want to use. Wolfram's in the way, right?
Not necessarily. This is like a 10-foot by 10-foot square hallway, so you can aim past him if you need to.
I'll do Sacred Flame so that I don't have to.
Okay.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you see within range. The target must succeed on a Dex saving throw.
Is it good at Dex?
No.
I mean, it's a giant cube. I hope not.
What's your spell save?
13.
Does a 16 beat it?
Yeah.
Because it rolled a natural 20, but it has a -4.
Damn it.
Oh man.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks. I think you still do half damage, right?
No, not on this one.
Oh yeah, that one's a cantrip.
Not on a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's just a cantrip.
Okay. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
Not right now.
Okay. Next up is the cube's turn.
Awesome.
Wolfram is standing in front of it with a sword sunk into it. How does it deal with this? Uh-oh.
I mean, I hate to do this to you, but can you make a can you make a DC save, a Dex save?
Do I have advantage because I can see it?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, my sword sinks in. It doesn't appear to do anything, and Wolfram's just like, "What?" That's a natural 20 and 7 plus 2, so the 22.
Okay, so you successfully saved, so you can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side. I'm gonna say to the side isn't really an option right now.
Yeah.
Understandable. We're in it. It's filling up the entire exit.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I get pushed back.
yes, push back 5 feet. So, like Reyna, you
Okay.
were where you were. Like Wolfram is kind of slid back into you as this thing like slides forward in the hallway.
Okay.
Okay.
Driffin, you're up.
All right. So I am in the same position as Reyna.
Yeah.
If I moved, would it get an attack of opportunity?
If you moved back,
Yeah, if you move back.
Yeah, I'm trying to move away from it. Is that
Yeah, I think if you move back, it's gonna get an attack on you.
honestly, it might be worth it to get the distance though.
I think I'm gonna run the risk of taking that hit first. I want to move in the room with the lever, but still where the cube is in my line of sight.
Yeah, that's doable. That's doable.
What do I need to roll here?
You don't need to roll anything. It rolls against.
Oh,
your
he
AC.
needs to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, so this
Hell
like kind of pseudopod arm, floppy jello arm, it slides out from it and tries to swing at you, but it misses as you kind of do a double step back.
Dude, you need to do ASMR. That was the great sucking noise.
You should definitely imitate grapefruiting.
Oh god.
All right. So now, about how far away am I? You said each square was about 5 feet.
Yeah,
10
once
feet?
once you're 10 feet. Sorry, once you're in
10
the
feet.
room,
Okay.
Once you're in the room, you got what? That looks like about 30 feet.
Okay. All right. Moving. I can cast this. I can cast the spell and then attack after having
Yeah,
moved.
As long as it's a bonus
if it's a
action
bonus
spell.
action.
The hunter's mark.
Yep, you're good.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm definitely casting Hunter's Mark on it, and then I'm gonna fire an arrow.
Cool. Go ahead and roll to hit.
By the way, Mortimer, just curious, how tall is this little goblin guy? Is he like really teeny tiny? Is he like 8 inches tall?
He's like, how tall is like your average dwarf? Would we say like 4 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, about
Four-
four,
four
four
or
and a
five.
half.
All right, so the goblin's up to Mortimer's knee, so he's probably like, yeah, like a foot ish, if that.
Okay. I dig that. He's a little guy. I love him.
He's a little dude.
So I'm having a terrible time at rolls today. 2 plus 4, 6.
Hey, guess what? That hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Holy
interesting.
Shit.
That hit.
I didn't know anything had an AC that low. Well, it has a -4 dex. That makes sense. Never
Yeah,
mind. You already said that.
its AC is 6 for those who are in the wonder.
All right.
So-
I
So
should
roll
have guessed.
Oh my God! 2 plus 2, 4.
Did you roll your additional d6 of Hunter's Mark?
Oh, I did not. Ah, thank you for reminding me. D6. Ah, there's a 5, so 9.
I will also say you have the option of using your favorite foe, where when you
Right when I attack, I can mark it.
I think it's a. I don't know. It doesn't it require like concentration or something, so you can't do it with Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Is that right?
Yeah, it requires concentration. Okay, so you
The only sorry.
you did 9 total.
Yes, 9 total.
Cool. Go ahead, Wolfram. Sorry, I just didn't want to forget the
the
damage.
The only reason I brought it up is because I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark seems like a better option anyway.
Yeah.
Also, now that you're 3rd level, you have a 3rd first level spell slot. So.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
All right. You bonus action movement and full action. Cool. Mortimer, you're up next.
All right, is anybody within 5 feet of this thing?
Wolfram is.
Yeah, Wolfram and Reyna technically,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Or did
Reyna.
Reyna move
Yeah.
away?
Yeah, Reyna is.
Rainer didn't move, I don't think.
Shoot. Okay.
Reyna went and then it moved towards her, so she hasn't had a chance yet.
All right. Yeah, let's have fun with this. Are there rocks on the ground?
Are you gonna cast the spell that I think you're gonna cast?
Is there anything on the ground within 1 to 5 pounds?
I think you have a couple of stones like that, like literally stone petrified fists. in your
Oh
bag.
You
my
can give him the finger.
God.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Shoot the
So
bird.
so Mortimer kind of breaks off a little piece of a mushroom so that he can almost use the inside bits as glue to form a finger to the middle of this fist, so it's a middle finger. And I would like to throw this rock and cast Catapult.
Oh. That's badass.
So to hit, it's 11. And that hits, yeah?
Oh, I mean, my 6 hit,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that hits.
Yeah, that
DM,
hits.
I'm sorry if your silence is anger, but 19
No,
damage.
it's Jesus
Aw.
Christ!
Oh my
You
God!
You can look at D&D Beyond. You can look at my roll history. I just got 5 plus 6 plus 8.
I
I'm
trust
sorry.
you.
Yeah, 5
Oh my God!
So you make this thing, and then I need to know what kind of crazy mechanism you've like rigged up. Do you have like an actual trebuchet that like pops out of your arm or something?
So he puts the fist in his hammer that's empty, and while he's like forward head swinging the hammer, he clicks a button on it, and it almost causes the back of the hammer to like spring forward and literally like yeet it out of the barrel along with
I
his
love it.
swinging strength.
That is awesome.
Holy
And it
I
kind of
love
makes like a sound as it like whizzes by everybody.
Meow.
That is so much fucking damage.
That is
That's impressive.
ridiculous.
Straight up, that is the highest damage that has been dealt in the game so far.
Yeah.
So far, yes.
I'm not to be reckoned with.
And we just like I like the idea that it goes in and you can like see the ballistic marks like ballistics gel, and it just kind of settles in into the gelatinous cube, and this fist with a middle finger up just like slowly drifts in front of Wolfram and Reyna.
I hesitate to say this. You can deal sneak attack damage to it.
Oh God.
With a spell?
Oh yeah,
Wait,
this is a
I guess
spell.
it
This is a
works.
spell.
This is catapult.
Well, it might work because it's shit. Does it say specifically what you have to use? I'd have to pull it up.
I actually,
I mean, we can move on for now if you want me to just like read up on it really quick.
from what I'm reading, I don't see any reason why not.
It says must use a finesse or ranged weapon.
Okay.
This could be a weapon. Honestly, I'm gonna say DM discretion here.
I think if you want to deal sneak attack damage to it with this, I think it counts.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. All right. So what am I adding?
2d6.
2d6.
Oh my God.
To the 19.
Straight up most powerful player in our
Party.
campaign.
That was
Yeah.
a 6 plus a 4. That's
So
29 damage.
Jesus.
29? There's no way this thing is alive right now. There's no way.
I'm so
Well,
sorry.
I think it's 29 total, right?
Yes.
That was my attack plus sneak attack.
That's a fucking fireball of damage. I imagine this fist going through, and yeah, we can just see the ballistic marks as like ripple as it ripples through this thing.
I mean, yeah, that's what like you. There's like a splash, Wolfram. You have to dodge a couple of drops, as this thing just like it makes a solid impact, and just just ballistic gel travels through it out the other side.
I feel like
Hell yeah.
My God.
Start exploding from the inside.
I'm sorry.
That I could see it exploding from the inside as well.
Jesus
Just from the sheer
Christ!
force of it.
Fucking rogues are stupid.
Mortimer is just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mortimer's the best.
I love you guys.
Uh,
Is this thing still is it still a thing?
Yeah, it's still kicking, but that fucked it up pretty bad.
Okay. So can I use my bonus action real quick?
Oh boy.
Nothing special. I would like to wave at everybody and shout, I don't know how much it will damage it, but we could turn the traps back on if we get into the main room.
That's a good
Yo!
idea.
Well, Wolfram, it's your turn.
Yo!
For the time being, I just want to create an opening for Reyna to get away, without any trouble. So what I'm gonna do is Wolfram just jumps back after this thing tried to I guess suck him up.
Yeah.
Okay, so what Wolfram's gonna do is he's gonna push this thing back. He's gonna jam his sword into it. Yeah, well, hold on. He's gonna try to push this thing in the opposite direction. I don't know if this works. I might end up inside of it, but yeah, I'm gonna try to push it.
I mean,
Oh God.
contested grapple, right? Like,
Contested athletics or acrobatics, I believe. But I think some creatures may be immune to this. I'm not sure. I think as the DM, you can say if I try to push into this thing, I will just end up inside of it.
so I think this thing has to make a choice to engulf, and that makes sense to me. Because otherwise, like, it would allow itself to be super permeable and just it wouldn't be able to control its viscosity. So
Yeah, it would be
Right.
complete liquid if it were to do that.
Yeah, so I think it can't engulf not on its turn. It doesn't say that, but that only feels fair to me. So I think, yeah, roll your athletics.
Okay. Um, it's good. I honestly, I'm over here and I'm like, I don't know if this should work. Um, that is a 17 plus 4. Well, no, wait, only athletics. No, that is plus 4. So, 21. Does it
Yeah,
not have like a trait or something that's like if you what's the word for it? If you like move into its space or something, you like get fucked up? Because a lot of the oozes have that. I mean, I know I'm not helping myself out at all, but like I don't want to
you
get away with some bullshit.
you're right.
Yeah,
I'm reading this back over, and you can choose to enter its space, but you're subjected to the engulf and have disadvantage on it.
Okay. So does Wolfram like try to push it? Okay, what about this? What if he pushes it and ends up inside of it, but still manages to push it back enough that Reyna can escape?
I think that's fair, honestly. Like
Okay.
you rolled good enough that I think what happens is like you guys see Wolfram plunge his sword into it up to the hilt and then up to his wrist and then up to his elbow and then one hand is like pressed on the outside of the cube and it starts to like slide back a little bit and he gets it back about 10-15 feet before he is in the cube.
This was ill conceived. Wolfram just winks and gives a thumbs up. Wolfram's not talking. Trust me, I have a character voice for him. Wolfram just winks and gives a thumbs up.
So you take 10 acid damage.
Damn it. All right. That's my turn.
Oh my god.
Reyna! Sup?
It's 10 feet away from you now. You can move away from it if you want and attack it or whatever.
I'm definitely gonna move away from it. My only concern is you being in it.
If you want me to, I can read you, a creature within 5 feet of the cube can take an action to pull a creature or object out of the cube. It requires a strength check, and, you take the 10 acid damage like you just took.
Can I pull myself out?
You
I
can.
shouldn't be asking that. That's too meta. Okay.
But, I mean, like, it's just a strength save, I feel like, or a strength check. I feel like, that's not too crazy information. That feels pretty intuitive to think, like, oh, maybe if I try, I can pull myself out of this thing,
I think never mind. Actually, I'm gonna wait for my turn.
This thing is back to the back to where the pendulum was, by the way.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. Give me 1 second.
No,
Oh, it's all
fine.
good.
You're the spellcaster. You got to sort through fucking 30 pages of bullshit to find the perfect thing.
Yeah.
I'll ask you while you're looking for your thing. Do you move? Does she have enough movement to get to where Mortimer is at the end of the hallway?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
She could even get 5 feet down the stairs, I think, if she wanted to.
Okay, so like all of them are together now. Can we assume that the other NPCs are with them too? Molimer and damn it. The other
Adric.
guy. Adric.
Tudrick, yeah.
Tudrick.
Udric?
Second Adric, yeah.
I like
I
it.
like that. I've been calling him Fake Drick, but I like Two Drick.
Fake Drick.
That's a
False Drick. I like it.
You got some crazy, stupid spell you're about to unleash?
Okay, so I'm gonna do Burning Hands. However, I am gonna use my Careful Meta Magic. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point and make sure that it does not hit Wolfram.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I can do that.
So it allows you to choose that he automatically saves, right?
Yes. A chosen creature automatically succeeds on a saving throw against the spell.
Okay.
That's
Right.
perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
So I still take half damage. Right?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm
Go ahead and
sorry.
roll it. No, it's all good. Hey, if anybody can take this, it's me.
So I make a save, or do you make an attack roll?
You make a save.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
13, and you gotta save on a dex.
Well, it rolled an 11 and has a -4. So
Okay, so you're good. Let's see.
I don't like that.
You're about to take 4d6 of damage.
Hell yeah.
Yikes.
Well,
Wait,
how?
did you upcast it?
Well, I was gonna say I can use I can use a second level spell slot and get 4d6.
Yeah.
However, if this thing is almost dead, do I want to use one of my second level spell slots
Well-
or save that?
Also remember, Wolfram is taking half of it.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just do 3.
You really shouldn't take anything I say to sway your decisions, though.
But I mean, I feel like it's fair that if she would realize that, Wolfram's probably gonna take a hit.
9.
9. So Wolfram
5 plus 3 plus 1. 9.
5 plus 3 plus 1. Okay, cool.
So that is, I take 4 damage?
Yes.
Or
Alright. As it starts to boil around me, Wolfram gets a little bit of scalding on his skin. It looks like he's got a sunburn. It's like a hot shower.
Do you have a bonus action?
I moved. Does that still count?
You have your bonus action, your movement, and your full
and then-
action.
Okay, I don't think I have one right now.
Cool. So next up is the gelatinous cube, and it will move forward, but it can't reach anybody because it's only got a short amount of movement speed. But
Do I take the damage again since it's the beginning of its turn? I don't
yeah,
know how this thing's ability works. Okay.
Oh my god. Uh,
Is it 10 again, or is it a rolled amount?
yeah, it's 10 again.
Okay.
yikes.
Wolfram's like equipment is starting to like come apart.
Well,
We gotta get Wolfram out of there.
You can hear sizzling.
Driffin is up next, so let's see.
Oh boy.
Am I allowed to ask a question for Driffin?
Yeah.
Do you have anything that might be able to freeze the part that Wolfram is stuck in? So that he stops taking the acid damage. And we might be able to break him out of the ice.
I mean, I don't have anything that's ice, but I've got poison arrows that could turn it to stone, which would not be a good thing.
Okay.
Still got 2 of those.
Straight up, do whatever you want to do. You still have Hunter's Mark going, and
Yeah, so I get a bonus to damage on it.
then shoot at it and try not to hit Wolfram.
Yeah, I think that's about the only thing I can do. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do actually. So I'm just gonna fire an arrow in its direction and try not to hit
Excuse
Wolfram.
me.
12 plus 4, 16.
See, how should I go about doing this? It doesn't say in the gelatinous cube stat block how to.
How to avoid hitting someone inside it.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask, what did the gelatinous do on its turn? I completely forgot.
It just moved its full movement
Yeah.
speed, but it has like fucking no movement speed, so it just got down the hallway a decent bit.
Thank God it doesn't have a good movement speed. Can you imagine that these things were like hasted?
Yeah, fucking A. So I think what I want to do here is, can you just roll a like a straight up and down dexterity roll for me? Just roll and add your dexterity modifier to it.
Roll a 20,
Yeah,
or roll a d20.
yeah.
8 plus 4, 12.
Oof. Go ahead and roll up your damage.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. All right, that sold it. All right. So 8 plus 2, 10, plus the 1 on the hunter's mark, 11 damage.
Cool. All right. Do you have any bonus actions you want to do?
I'm about to kill Wolfram. I know it. I can't think of anything that I might be able to do. So, no.
Cool. Okay. Mortimer, you're up.
All right, roll from. I know you said that your opinion shouldn't matter on reactions. How do you feel about making a dexterity save, my friend?
I feel good about it.
You do
Mm.
feel good about it. Okay. Um.
Wolfram has shown himself to be very dexterous.
All right. So Mortimer pulls out one of his little mugs, takes a swig of his beer, reaches in, and pulls out an ice knife. And we said a 12 hits, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Wolfram, you need to make a dexterity save, or take 2d6.
Well, go ahead and roll your damage, cause that might change some stuff.
2. That was a low roll. 2 damage.
What's your spell save DC?
Where do I find that?
That will be. Your spell save is 11, and this thing rolled a 3 and it has a -4. So, go ahead and roll 2d6.
Okay, cool. All right, that is an 8, and if we're adding that to the 2, then it's 10 damage.
Cool.
And just so we're clear, where I'm aiming is not where it would hit Wolfram, but enough to freeze at least part of where his body is so that we can try to pull him out.
I understand that completely. Wolfram, go ahead. Did you make your dex save?
Yeah, I can. Well, actually, I think I automatically fail it.
Uh, is restrained, so yeah.
Oh boy.
Shoot.
So how much? God, how much ice damage was that?
10. Well, 2 damage, and then the 2d6
8.
made it 10 total.
8. So that's 8 frost damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing, Wolfram?
I'm on 2 death saving throws.
Oh,
if
no.
if Driffin hit me with the arrow, I would die.
Well, luckily he didn't.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Well, I roll a death saving throw and I die, or I live. Um,
Oh no.
let's see. That is a 16, so I succeed.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
God.
Okay, Raina, you're up.
I've never clenched my butt cheeks so hard.
I'm so
You don't
sorry. I didn't
fucking
intend for
die.
this.
It was my fault. I'm the one that climbed into it. I knew this was a bad idea.
Jesus.
Raina, you're up.
Okay. How do we get him out of it?
You can try and pull him out. You can shoot for killing the cube.
Is there now a solid frozen part to the Lattice Cube?
Yeah, there's like a solid chunk that is kind of frosted over, like slurry, like when you leave a soda in the freezer for too long because you were too lazy to, put it in the fridge and wait for it. I say you in the very general sense.
I don't have anything to like throw to him to pull him out.
Nah, we cool. I know what you mean.
So
While you think about that, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
okay. I think if I were to do minor illusion, it wouldn't hurt.
Minor illusion wouldn't really help you, though. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You could do anything that targets specifically it, and that wouldn't affect Wolfram.
I think most cantrips, or I don't know, anything with an attack roll, I think would just target it.
So you could literally physically attack it, or anything that targets specifically it. That's not a multi-target like a save.
Is Chaos Bolt a save or an attack roll?
I think it's an attack roll, isn't it? Chaos
It's
Bolt?
an attack roll.
I don't know what the damage on it is, so I don't know.
Okay, I have a bonus action for this time. Am I allowed to do my bonus action first?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like, Driffin has to use his bonus action first to use Hunter's Mark, so he gets that extra damage.
I am going to use Sanctuary on Wolfram.
Okay, what does that do?
Is I ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who attacks the warded creature within an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw.
I'll say this. The cube isn't attacking him. He's just taking damage from being inside it because it's made of acid.
Okay.
Just so you don't, use a spell slot that's not going to do anything for you.
I'll go ahead and use Chaos Bolt.
So that's an attack roll?
Nope. You go ahead. You've got to Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, make a spell ranged attack.
I think you might not be able to miss unless you roll a 1.
I rolled a 3.
What's your
3
bonus?
plus.
Plus 3, so it's a 6.
You hit. You hit.
Okay. Wait, I thought your charisma was higher than that. Oh, never mind.
That's my spell attack bonus.
Well, your spell's stuff is based off of your charisma because you're a sorcerer.
Yeah, my charisma's plus 3.
Yeah.
So plus 4.
Oh,
Proficiency.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're proficient. So yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That definitely hits.
I mean, if it was a saving throw, it'd be plus 5, but you know. Anyway. Okay, on a hit, takes 2d8s plus 1d6. So hold on 1 second.
Sorcerer's got these fucking complicated spells.
Gotta find my d8s. Okay. I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry, you guys.
That's all good.
Okay, and then one of the d8s shows I want acid, so. Six, 8 plus 4.
Okay, what is the additional effect of?
Let's see which one I want to do. Do I want to do thunder or do I want to do force? Force. Let's do force.
Okay. So, remind
Hell
me what
yeah.
that spell does. It just takes additional force damage.
Yeah.
So that's the total damage is the 12.
8 plus 6 plus 4.
Okay. So what happens is
So 4.
8 plus 6 plus 4. 18. Okay.
18.
okay. So everybody that's conscious right now sees Reyna wave her hands through the air and kind of do this like, well, you can describe how you kill this thing.
Oh, I wave my hands in the air and just like shoot. I feel like since it's force damage, you wouldn't really see much. Like it'd be almost like a gust of air just fucking this thing up.
So you like Aang Avatar style, just and
Yeah.
like yeah. So this this bolt of force crashes into the gelatinous cube and almost like washes Wolfram clean of acid as it like obliterates this thing and sends droplets everywhere. We are out of initiative order, and there are no more traps and everything. Well, no active traps or anything. And
If Molimer is there, if Molimer is there, she could quickly get to me and heal me before I have to make my next death save.
yeah, she is going to heal you for 14.
Okay. Yeah. Wolfram is laying on the ground with a sheen of just wetness on him, not moving. His chest isn't moving. Molimer comes over and heals him, and just like gelatinous ooze starts coming out of his mouth. It's just like.
Jesus, I'm so sorry for what I've done. I did not.
No, it's great.
Okay.
That was terrible. Question.
Yes.
Before we decide whether or not we are leaving this area, the darts that were firing out of the wall, were they firing into another hole on the other side of the wall and just entering in there and just we can't see the darts anymore, or were they impacting something?
No, they were going into holes on the other side.
Okay, never mind then.
So I have 14 hit points.
Yes.
Damn, that's a lot. She's strong.
Well, she got a really good roll on her like second level fucking cure wounds.
Ah, damn. Yeah, I haven't said anything yet, but I give her a thumbs up, and then I continue to vomit gelatinous ooze.
All right. So now that we're out of initiative order and Wolfram isn't dying anymore,
Most cold is dying.
is there anything you guys would like to do before moving on? Because like right now it's just you're standing around and Molimer has just healed Wolfram and Reyna and Mortimer and Driffin are standing kind of in the room. There's a weird goblin thing that's like leaning on the lever.
Could we look around the room to see if there's anything other than just leaving this area?
Yeah, there's a couple of bookshelves on the wall. Not really anything, at a glance, anything that stands out. Just some, ancient kind of old dusty tomes.
Okay.
If you'd like to investigate further, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, why not? I've got, we can do that. Yeah.
Cool. So if you're gonna do an active, like looking for stuff, that's a d20 plus your investigation.
My investigation is 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay, so there's some stuff on like weird shit that's hard to understand, like crazy languages and stuff. Um, you recognize a book completely in Primordial. Uh, there's some Orcish, which is kind of surprising, but it's mainly just a cluster of like weird, archaic, old god ramblings, that kind of shit. It's mostly like, well, fantasy. It's mostly fantasy shit. I
Okay.
say that as fantasy for this world.
So nothing that we would necessarily have any use for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could always use the paper for kindling, but
Anybody else?
Adric 2 walks over to you and kind of helps you pull yourself to your feet, Wolfram, and as he does, you for some reason feel 10 hit points better.
Okay. Okay. I was just gonna ask if we could take a short rest, but I'll take it.
The hell?
Wolfram. Oh well. Okay. I know you said that, but can I say how I think Wolfram would have reacted to this?
Yeah.
I think he would approach and try to help Wolfram up, and Wolfram would just kind of put a hand up, shake his hand and shake his head, like not ready to get up yet, catching my breath, sort of body language.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like we can role play that however you like, but I guess I don't get the hit points if I don't let him help me up.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. He probably would just like nod his head and be like, "Yeah, your choice."
Well, like I didn't know. I obviously don't know he's trying to heal me, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I need a minute, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
how would you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would? Yeah. I mean, basically, what I as a player want from this is I want to know if while they're looking around, if we could possibly get a short rest.
That's perfectly fine. I think so.
And like me as the player, I'm not rejecting the healing, but like yeah, Wolfram is like sitting in this puddle of goo, and is like his hair is slicked back and all that, and he is not having a great time. Uh, but
So
yeah, while you
yeah.
guys do that, I will roll to see if I feel any better once I've caught my breath. I rolled very well on my hit dice.
Oh, good.
Yes. Oops. I did that the wrong way. God dang it. I keep doing it the wrong way. Okay, yeah. I'm good. Wolfram just kind of brushes it off, takes a deep breath, spits some more kind of greenish gelatinous ooze, and is like, I'm good. And I still have a hit dice left.
Awesome. Sorry, just I did not expect that to be the way that went.
Well,
That was interesting.
again, everything that happened to me was completely my own fault because I was like, oh no, I can handle pushing this thing away. And I think Wolfram thought, yeah, I'll just push this thing back. It pushed me this way. I don't like that. I'm gonna push it back that way.
I mean, you're really getting into the whole player knowledge versus character knowledge. Like Wolfram didn't know that thing would engulf him like that.
I don't think Wolfram has experienced many oozes before.
Yeah.
Definitely not one specifically like this.
Oh yeah.
So Wolfram definitely wouldn't have known the consequences of his actions would have been being inside an acidic monster.
I probably should have guessed. But again, we're low level adventurers. We're still learning things.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I came out of it okay. Like,
Ah.
yes, I almost died, but like I'm also fine again.
Magically.
Yeah, it's been like an hour. Well, literally, because Molly came over and healed me, and then I took a power nap, and now I just look fine.
So, Reyna, you can take a short rest if you so need to.
Okay. Only long rest fix my spell slots, right?
We'll still take the short rest if you need it, you know, because you guys stopped for a short rest.
That's fine.
Okay. Do sorcerers get anything on short rests?
I don't think so. I think you can
Okay.
choose to use that time to turn your sorcery points into spell slots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to them
Yeah.
Okay.
because of my metamagics.
Question: do you have mage armor active? I know you have it, like technically.
I do not have it active right now. No. It
Okay.
only lasts. Well, it lasts for 8 hours, so I
Yeah.
could. I'll probably do that
Okay, cool.
because that's a cantrip, right?
Mage armor is a spell.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait. I'm not gonna put that one on me yet.
Well, if we're going into danger, it might not be a bad idea, but like it is completely up to Reyna.
Yeah, it's completely up to you. You can do whatever you want to with your, you know.
You have a limited number of spells, so I completely understand not wanting to spend like your resources on that.
Yeah, I only have 4 more spells slots right now.
Yeah.
2 second level and 2 first level.
So,
Yeah.
if you guys are ready to move on, I can go ahead and start describing some stuff.
Can I do a little
Oh.
RP thing while Wolfram is like trying to rest and heal himself?
Absolutely.
All right, so while he's sitting down, this little green guy walks up to him, and he puts his hand on Wolfram's like knee, which is probably at about this goblin's like chest level. And I would like to cast Minor Illusion just to have him say something in Goblin because Mortimer knows Goblin. Wolfram has no idea what the hell he's saying, but he says something, and it sounds supportive, and then he just runs back to Mortimer.
That's
Fucking
fucking.
I love it.
wonderful. All right. Does anybody else have any RP based stuff they want to do before we
I'm good.
drown more characters in acid?
Oh my god, yeah.
I was legit about to ask, like, if it went on any longer, I was gonna ask if I tied a rope around myself and fucking gave the other end of the rope to Mortimer, and I jumped in and grabbed him. Could they pull me out?
Well, that's the thing. You can just pull somebody out. It's just a strength check, and it's not a crazy hard strength check. But regardless
You
of
take the acid damage.
regardless of whether you pull them out, you succeed on pulling them out or not, you take the acid damage.
Oh,
All right. So, what's before
if it
you?
isn't the, oh, sorry,
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna make the joke. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Well, I like the role play there. Honestly, if Wolfram didn't have if I hadn't already given an oh god, what the fuck is it called? Inspiration, you probably would have gotten another one.
Can I suggest that somebody else gets it?
Yeah, you can pass the inspiration to someone else if you want to. Yeah.
Okay. Reyna killed the slime or the guy saving my life at the last moment in a really badass way. I would like to pass it on to Reyna.
Mark inspiration on your sheet, Raina.
Thank you.
Thank
So-
you.
Just as a refresher, so everybody knows, inspiration is at any point you can spend your inspiration to gain advantage on a roll.
Nice.
And inspiration is usually awarded when the DM feels, you've done something very true to character, very, just very creative. It can be kind of whatever.
I did actually have. I know we're trying to move on here, but I did actually have an idea about that. I was at work the other day and I was thinking about it, and I just thought I would like bring this up as an idea. Like, feel free to shoot it down. But I was like, I've played in lots of other games that didn't really do inspiration, or it's really easy to forget about inspiration. And I was thinking it would be kind of cool that at the end of every session, maybe the players talk amongst themselves and award inspiration to who they think um, had a really cool role play for the session.
I like that.
I don't know.
I
That's
do
cool.
really like that because it adds to the cooperative storytelling aspect, and it really makes it makes the players think about the session and the things that went on probably more than they would.
Well, like, and also, like, like Griffin did the really cool thing with his bird today, and let's just be honest, Mortimer does cool stuff constantly.
Mortimer hit that gelatinous cube hard as shit.
Yeah,
That's true. Mortimer hit it the hardest, and it was like cool and
Me-
creative. So, like, I don't know. That was just an idea.
yeah.
And then you ripped the whole axe down. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
that was like, we were all sitting here like, we should go through it. He's like, no, I'm going to get on top of it.
And then the
Yeah.
final kill from Reyna. That was
That was
good.
badass.
That was awesome.
I don't want to. If it's like a thing where we just can't decide, I think that's okay too. But like, I don't know. There's been a lot of times that I'm like, that was really cool. And as a fellow player, I feel like I really want to be able to like say how cool I thought it was. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like it. I definitely think we'll be incorporating it in the future.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
So as you guys all gather yourselves, you are taking a breather. Everybody's eating a sandwich. Your options are you can leave, back out the door you came, or you can continue down these stairs. It's completely up to you guys.
I would like to go down the stairs.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that we're leaving.
Okay. So, you guys decide to head down the stairs as a party. They're not terribly wide. These are, tower stairs. They go on for a fucking while. As it gets to the point that you're like, man, there's a lot of fucking stairs, huh? And they continue leading downwards. It kind of, you get to the point where you're less going downstairs and more going down a slope, kind of an inclining tunnel, and then it becomes less tunnels and more hallways, and it's just circuitous, long passageways Like sometimes there's points where you're like, I think we may have somehow gotten turned around, even though no one has stopped moving forward. How have we not? What is going on here? It's just it feels like you're walking for hours and hours and hours, and eventually, you do walk up to a door. It's just a single door set into the end of the hallway.
I listen at the door.
You hear what sounds like rushing wind on the other side.
I open the door.
Before you, you see a room that is lined completely with bookshelves. There's several, rugs, throw rugs, all about, and in the corners of the rooms, there are uploading the room map now. By the way, I'm doing room maps for this because it's a proper dungeon, and it's just gonna help for puzzles and stuff if you can see it, So in this room, there is, a kind of magic circle on the floor in each corner. There is a wall of force around this pedestal in the center with all the, red X's and the lever. And there is a door on this east end that has a kind of steel bar door slammed down over it. Or I say slammed down, it's already down blocking it. There's a desk on one end, and there's a desk again in front of one of the magic circles. One of these desks is just covered in old dishware. Looks like somebody ate their lunch here for years and years and years. Never fucking took their dishes away. And on another one is a quill, a bottle of ink, and a single scrap of paper.
What the fuck?
So we have. Oh, sorry.
The wall of energy is what is making the rushing wind sound. And you can see through it. It's just kind of like an opaque, pale blue color.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
the box in the middle?
Yes.
Okay.
What are the red X blocks again? I'm sorry.
Those just symbolize the platform. That was the best way I could get the point across with the map maker I was using.
Does the wall of force cover the top too?
Yes, it's from floor to ceiling.
Gotcha. And the desks have one with a quill and ink, one with dishes, and what was the first one again?
Scrap of paper.
One has that third. There's only two desks in there. That third one is my mistake. One of them has like old plates on it, and the other one has a quill, ink pot, and a scrap of paper.
Can I walk over and look at the scrap of paper?
I
Yes.
was gonna say, which one is the one with the scrap of paper?
On the scrap of paper is written in Elvish. You read Elvish, right?
Wolfram does, yes.
Is written, eyes and brains aren't going to save the day. Sometimes strength and brawn is the way. And I can type that up in chat so you can look at the actual.
Wolfram just nods as if something it was stating something very obvious to him. This is just a broad truth to him.
Wolfram's like, yep, seems right.
Yep,
Sounds
this
right to
checks
me.
out.
DC's correct. Folds it up and puts it in his pocket.
I see no lie here.
I see no lie here. Yes.
Where is the lie?
Okay.
I like that it's just a fortune cookie that Wolfram agrees with. Um, so there's very obviously a puzzle here, but does
Yeah,
anybody have any ideas?
I'm looking at it hard.
So those magic circles, what's up with those? Can I like inspect the magic circles?
Yeah, you can just walk up and inspect them. Whatever kind of specific check you want to make about them, if you want to actually physically inspect them, investigation, you know.
I'm gonna get on the ground and look real close at them, and yeah, I'll make an investigation because he doesn't really have proficiency in anything in particular for this sort of thing. Um, he will motion Raina to come over and look at them now.
I was gonna say I
That is
investigate those as well.
Wolfram got a 3 total, and he's like, "Yes, it is a circle." Raina, can you take a look at this?
Yes, it is a circle. Okay. Put my sheet back up. You said investigation.
If you want to physically inspect it, but you can make other types of checks if you want to look at other types of things, like try and figure out other types of things about it. Magical.
I want to know, would I know what these circles are?
Arcana. I would say Arcana.
Okay. 13. That was a bad roll.
They're for some kind of purpose. You think maybe you activate them somehow to act. They're. You think maybe you activate them as a key to something else? Maybe.
Okay.
It's just a rough guess.
I feel like there was more obvious clues around the room, but I keep finding myself focusing on the wrong things. Let me look back at the map.
I
Um,
I'm looking very silently at this map. I'm trying to sweat over here.
Wolfram thinks back to the note and then looks at the desk covered in dishes.
Oh boy.
I would like to flip the desk.
You flip the desk and the dishes clatter everywhere.
All right, now I'm going to start inspecting the rubble.
How heavy are the dishes? Are they all broken now?
I mean, for the most part.
I think I missed it. What are the green rectangles?
Rugs.
Rugs? Okay.
Yeah,
so
those
they're
are
just
rugs. It's a pile of broken dishes.
All right. Yeah, Wolfram's approach is exactly the same as the gorillas from Tarzan.
Can how do we feel about us start like moving the rugs around? See if there's.
Good idea.
All right, so Mortimer is gonna grab the closest, the right one to the top left sigil.
Gotcha. And you're moving it?
Yeah, I wanna see what's underneath. I wanna see the floor underneath it.
It's hard stone floor, black stone, same as the polished stone that made up the tower outside.
All right, I'm gonna start moving in a counterclockwise position. I'm gonna start moving all these rugs.
the Do the rugs have any semblance? Because
They're just throw rugs.
okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you've probably answered it, and I may or may not have heard it. The big blue squares with the yellow in them.
Rugs.
Are those also rugs?
Yeah, rugs.
All right. So,
The big red one near the exit door is a rug as well. Sorry.
Okay,
If that was unclear.
yeah. Is there a reason the in the image of the map that the rug on the blue rug on the bottom is covering the blue barrier, or is that just an oversight
Just an
on your
oversight.
part?
Oversight.
Okay.
Yeah. It does cross under the wall of forest barrier, but
Okay.
Can
by the way, turning the rugs seem to give anything.
Okay.
Can I?
I'm gonna say. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I was just gonna say that we don't. I don't know.
I was just gonna ask if I'm able to like go up to one of the magic circles
Mhm.
and like really investigate it this time instead of Arcana.
Yeah,
And,
like
see if I can
inspect
feel,
it. Yeah,
feel
go
any
ahead.
magic or read anything on it or. Come on. Oh, hold on. Dropping everything. Didn't make it in. Okay.
God, I'm sitting here thinking hard.
14.
14. I mean, there's some runes around the edge of the circle scrawled in. You think it's part of the circle, but they're actually carved into the floor.
Can I read the runes?
They're vague runes. Some ancient tongue.
Because I have a rune map.
What?
I can read runes and stuff because I'm an archaeologist.
Fuck. Fuck.
I can read runes.
Fuck!
Oh yeah.
Dun dun dun.
So these runes, literally, they basically they read out a spell that equates to when you stand on this circle, it will light up.
I fucking knew it. Okay. And that's around every single one of them.
Around the one that you've investigated.
I want to investigate all of them.
If you take the time, yeah, that's pretty much yeah.
So I guess the glaring option here is for all of us to stand on a sigil.
Yes.
I like that. Wolfram goes and stands on a circle.
Wait,
Are
they specific to what we need to stand on, or?
It doesn't say. It literally, the runic, inscription is just this circle lights up when a person stands on it.
Okay.
Wolfram stands on one and it lights up.
Well, I'll go stand on them.
False Adric kind of shrugs and he's like, all right, and walks over to one of them and stands on it and it lights up as well. So that's 3 of them stood on and lighting up.
I'll stand on the last one.
Okay, it lights up as well.
Does anything move? Anything stop?
No.
They just light up.
Nothing
There's
happened.
one more.
We haven't checked under the big blue rugs yet.
Yeah,
Well,
we
there
haven't
are
checked under them, but I mean, where's the other?
There are 4 in the room.
Yeah, there's 4. Reyna, Wolfram, Adric, or Fakedric, or whatever you want to call them, and Mortimer are all standing on one each.
Okay, so we're all standing on one. Okay.
Yeah.
And absolutely nothing happens.
Molimer and Driffin are the only ones that are not.
Molimer is inspecting the wall of force, kind of feeling at it. Nothing. It doesn't seem to hurt her at all. She just, is a wall of force.
Can you reach the lever through the wall of force?
No. It's a
Any
good
kind of magic
like
or
15
anything?
feet inside of it.
Wait, can we cast stuff inside of it?
That's what I'm saying. Any magic or anything?
I mean,
Like
possibly.
Mage Hand?
I mean, yeah, you're more than welcome to try.
I
Alright,
don't like that. I don't like how happy he sounds that you're welcome to try.
Alright. So Mortimer walks up to the force field, stepping off of the sigil, and he would like to press his hand against the force field and cast Mage Hand on the other side.
So as
A little
you,
goblin pops out.
as you press your hand into it, yeah, you feel it has a little bit of give, and yeah, your mage hand pops out on the other side.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, little fella, let's see if you can reach that lever.
He skitters over and with like a mischievous giggle, jumps up and grabs the lever, pulls the lever, and the gate on the door pulls up.
Pull the
Damn.
drunk. Sorry.
It was just that simple.
Yeah, I was just imagining the little guy like popping out of his barrel and just walking through.
Yeah. Oh, just walking through the force field like it's no one's business.
Well, see,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I really want to explain this one because I feel like this is one of the ones that's like fucking really, behind the DM screen, the wall of force, you can just push through it. Like
That's awesome.
literally, you can just push through it if you want to. It's got a little bit of
That's-
resistance, but you can just walk right through it.
That's awesome.
Literally, strength and brawn saved the day. We could have just fucking walked through. But you know what? Whatever.
I love how literal this fucking puzzle was, though, because the runes say this sigil lights when you stand on it.
Oh yeah,
That's all it did too. It did exactly what it said it did. Nothing else.
the
Look at
sigils
this much
just light up.
Wolfram did take the hint and put it in his pocket, so
Well, like I was so expecting Wolfram to bash the
The force field.
wall, and I was like, what? Okay. I mean, yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna break these dishes instead because this is how I interpret
I
this
flipped
clue.
the Wolfram.
Well, that's weird. I was
to
sure
any
that was
of
gonna
you-
work.
To any of you who have played it, Wolfram kind of reminds me of Brick from Borderlands.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult because I don't know the character.
Oh no. So they play in Borderlands 2 DLC. They play a game equivalent to Dungeons and Dragons. It's called Bunkers and Badasses. And the entire time, anytime a decision has to be made, Brick's decision is to punch it. Whatever it is. Punch
You're
it.
not wrong.
I mean, that's the answer to most puzzles. If you punch something hard enough.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
will
violence-
happen.
Violence is the answer. You're just not using enough.
Yeah. Alright. So, I mean, unless you guys want to, dig through all of the bookshelves, because this seems to be like a study. Like I said, there's bookshelves all along the walls. We can just continue on.
I don't feel like you would hide something in here.
Nah. Don't worry
Wait,
about it.
hold on. Alright, +1 for wisdom. Can I do, like, a magic check to see if there's any, like, magical aura coming from on the walls?
Ooh.
So typically, to see magic, you have to use a spell called Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Do you have Detect Magic?
Nope.
Okay.
I think you could. Nah. I mean, I don't know how that would help, anyways.
If there's like some runes or some dead giveaways of magical effects, like a glowing effect, I guess that could be reasonable. But
Yeah.
Could I look for... Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, aside from the circles, there's not really any like super visible, obvious magical effects.
Okay. I would like to, before we leave, I would like to do like a 1 clockwise round check of any books that look previously moved or altered.
They pretty much all do. This looks like a heavily used study.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
well,
I would like to look
Mortimer-
for a book that has no dust on it.
That's most of them, really. Like if you
Okay.
didn't know any better, you'd think somebody was in here a couple hours ago.
Okay. Sorry,
I
I
just-
definitely interrupted Wolfram, by the way. Go ahead.
no, it's good. My thing was kind of like unimportant, so like I'm not worried about it. I just wanted to like get the scattered dishes, and I know I don't have a broom, but kind of kick them onto one of the rugs and then roll it up and put it in a corner.
That's perfectly fine. That's doable. I love it.
He like
Whoever
temporarily-
studied,
Go ahead.
sorry, no.
I was gonna say like Wolfram temporarily forgot that this is like a populated friggin' room and just started trashing the place afterwards. Just like, okay.
Like a bull in a fucking china shop.
He will reset up the desk too. He's just gonna put it back up and then like put the crumpled like dishes and stuff in the corner and just be like, you know, oops.
I don't know what happened in here. What are you talking about?
Whoopsie.
So you guys maybe, how are we doing on time? Is everybody good to go a little bit longer? Because I have a point that we can
I'm
cut it
fine.
off at.
I can keep going.
Okay. All right. Cool. Through this next door, there's just a short hallway. In the hallway, there is. Oop, that's the wrong thing. That would be way too early. Uploads a picture of the final boss fight for the entire campaign. So there is a hallway.
Too early to upload a picture of Wolfram.
If only you knew.
Oh God.
So down this hallway, it's probably about 30, 40 feet long. There's just, the stone walls on either side, these wooden platforms that have a few ornamental suits of armor on them. Along the walls, there are also these, little dagger, like ornamental dagger-like things. They have the like curved, the squiggly blade. As well as along the walls, there's a couple of like what you would think are ports, like view ports, but you can only see darkness through them. And also, it does occur to you that because of how far and how long you traveled, you must be deep underground. Why the fuck are there viewports? Sorry, go ahead.
Shit, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was like, well, it makes sense that it would be dark then.
Yeah. And at the far end of the hallway is a big Zelda boss door with a metal plaque that has words inscribed on it. Clearly, you can see there's like words inscribed on it. And in front of it is a basin. And in front of that is two suits of armor, one on either side. They have a spear crossed against their chest, blocking the upper edge of the door, and holding in the other hand swords blocking the lower edge of the door. You can just reach the basin and see the inscription inside it.
Okay. Can I take a look and see what it says?
Yes.
You're gonna get close to those things,
Yeah, I guess so.
bro.
I'm gonna stand back a little bit, being wary of them, and I'll
Griffin
kind of try
would
to
like.
peek.
Griffin
I
would,
need to know what this says.
In
Yeah.
Elvish, it says, "An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, blood for blood."
Alrighty then.
I don't like this.
Wolfram's gonna draw his sword and try to knock aside the spear.
No. Oh my god, dude.
It's pretty rock solid. Like, this is a stone kind of like statuette thing.
Okay. Doesn't budge.
Alright, describe the daggers to me again.
They are kind of like they're little daggers that are very ornamental, and they have that kind of curvy blade. I don't know what that's called.
That is the correct term for it, by the way.
What is
You talking about the ritualistic daggers that are
Yeah.
curvy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's straight up what it's called.
Is the curvy blade?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll send you a post on it.
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, it's mostly just exists to show off a smith's skill.
That's pretty funny.
Hmm.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay, so there's ports that you can only see darkness looking out of. What if something's looking in?
Wait, hold on. There's ports. An eye for an eye. What if we
Yeah,
close one of
that's
the
why I
ports?
was. Yeah, like if we look through the ports, or and then there's blood for blood. Those daggers are all over the walls. But where's the whole tooth for tooth thing?
I guess a weapon, maybe.
The daggers could be considered teeth, but where do we
Yeah.
get
Yeah, this is true.
blood for
I
blood?
assume we're putting them in the basin. Okay, I've got an idea.
Let's hear it.
Are the ports positioned in a way across from the basin that we could theoretically have the light shine from the port onto the basin?
That's a good idea. I like that actually, but I don't think so.
Okay, then
Um,
it's probably not the ports.
I'm so sorry. I
But-
missed some of this, guys. What's happening?
So
I heard what the thing is.
so they're having ideas. I
Okay.
will say, you would have had to inspected the port to figure that out, and I don't think it's worth. I think it's pretty easy to tell that these are kind of concave. Maybe they fit in the basin.
Ooh.
Just a quick question: has anybody realized that this is song lyrics?
No, I didn't. But if Raina knows the ancient bardic tale, and she can tell us of it, I would love that.
The next words are "We all gotta die."
I will say that is completely unintentional. It was just a coincidence. I didn't even think.
No, no, I do not believe that one bit, Kane.
I hate that, especially since I started worrying about since we got to the blood for blood.
It's a
Like, I'm
five-finger
a-
death punch song.
Mortimer's afraid of doing anything right now.
It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, blood for blood. We're all gotta die. We all gotta die.
I'm looking for the basin. I don't see it on the map.
So it's there's like a little bluish circle in front of the what looks like a Triforce symbol.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So that's the basin?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does get washed
It-
out a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
The ports that we're supposed to be able to look through. You said they come off the wall.
Yeah. If you inspect them, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
If I see somebody inspecting it and it comes off the wall, I'll be like, oh, okay.
so yeah, you are fiddling around with it, trying to figure out, and it's not a port at all. It's like a glass kind of half dome that was hung on the wall, almost like a mirror.
Okay. Let's put one of those in the basin.
Yes, it almost it fits like a glove. It slides in. It's perfect. It makes the basin. It exemplifies the bowl shape. It gives you more space to work with, and
Okay.
one of the dots, the top dot on the. I keep calling it the Triforce, but it just looks like that. Lights
Yeah.
up.
That was the eye.
Okay.
the tooth.
Perfect. Then can I take one of the weird Kirby daggers, and I'm gonna slice my palm with it, squeeze my palm closed, and drip some blood into the concave kind of bowl, and then place the dagger inside on top of it.
The bottom two lights light up as you do that, and the basin sinks into the ground in like Indiana Jones pillar style, where it sinks in and covers itself, and the door you can hear a loud click.
Do I take like 1 damage for that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably very odd that Wolfram figured that out. Maybe Wolfram has been involved in. Maybe the other players might think that Wolfram may have been involved in some occult that maybe he shouldn't have been involved in to have figured that out.
Well, I'll say also, I was kind of scared that this one would be not as intuitive as I felt like it was, so I'm glad that it was.
Well, maybe Wolfram's done some stuff in the past that would make him familiar with this kind of puzzle.
I like it.
Who knows? That's for everybody to worry about and me to know.
So you have an open door standing in front of you.
I'm gonna add a dagger to my inventory real quick.
Yeah, do it. Uh,
Dagger squiggly.
there's 5 more along the walls, by the way, if anybody wants to take them.
Nope.
Nope.
Man, I'm afraid of these statues.
A
Not
little
gonna lie.
bit, yeah. That I'm honestly a little wary of those too.
I think Wolfram's like literally standing in between them. You said the door did open though?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot a descriptor. The door clicked open, and the statues that were guarding the front of the door removed their weapons, sheathing their sword and standing with their spear that was above the door at attention.
Wolfram
God.
kind of eyes both of them and motions for the party to go through while he keeps an eye on these two.
Driffin knocks an arrow.
My hammer is ready.
My body is ready. Wait, what?
I'm always ready
All
to
right.
magic up some bitches.
Then yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of like slowly creep through with the rest of the group if we're ready to go.
All of this, and then there's nothing on the other side of the door.
I'm so scared.
It's a
to
note
leave
that
this
says,
up
"Haha."
there.
While we're leaving, can I inspect these statues?
Yeah. To a glance, they seem to be just common statues. Obviously there's some kind of magic or mechanism that you can't see, but if you'd like to do a deeper
Dude,
inspection.
Yes.
dude, you are a dwarf. You have stone cunning. You should use that.
That's right. Wait, isn't that dwarves just know?
Yeah, it's just automatic. It's double proficiency on any history check relating to stonework. I
So,
think.
Where is that?
that's
It's on
one
your
of your
race.
racial things.
Okay.
With that,
You know a lot about rocks.
I think. Yeah, stone cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check. So for you, that would be you add proficiency, which would be
2.
yeah,
So 4 and then plus whatever his intelligence is.
2 more, so
Ooh,
plus 6
plus
total.
6. That's fucking cool.
+6 to a d20.
Yeah.
All right. 6 plus 19. We got a 25.
Oh,
These are some ancient, like. This is definitely ancient dwarvish magic. It's shit that you haven't seen, like ever. It's shit that you probably heard about or read about in books before you left on your own to go adventuring. Like shit in the history books when you went to fucking school.
All right, you guys. We need to be careful if we see any more of these.
Dearly noted, grandfather.
Also, the fact that the magic has lasted this long on them is kind of scary because like enchantments don't last forever.
You really want to live forever.
Okay. I have one thing that I have to edit real quick because it reveals some shit that I'm not ready to reveal. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No problem. Wolfram's just in there trying to see if he can pull one of the swords out of the sheath on the statue.
why not take the spear for a little reach?
Don't fuck with it.
Yeah, sure, I'll try that one too.
It seems fused, like it's it's part of the statue.
Gotcha.
No, I was gonna say he punches it.
No, I don't want to break it.
Yeah, no. I was just making the joke.
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh.
All right, so this door opens up into a room that appears to be kind of like an entertaining room, like an almost like a auditorium, because as you open it, there's like a circular um, platform, a big circular platform in the middle that you think people would probably, it feels like people would probably orate from, and then where this little line is up here, again, I had to make do with what I had, is a balcony. There's the stairs on either side that leads up to it. And sitting there is a man scribbling furiously into a notebook. As you enter the room, he looks up and says, "What are you doing here?" And I will post this photo in the character info photos of what he looks like, because he is fucked up.
Handsome. What happened to the text? Never mind. I had it closed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy is clearly some kind of undead or something that's going on, and he
All
looks,
right.
he looks up.
Okay.
Can I roll a thing?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
I'm
okay.
about to do some shit, so maybe we should roll initiative.
Well, he looks up and he says, "What are you all doing here?" Yeah.
Wait.
Can
Wait.
I
I need initiative rolls.
Hold on. Is this Connor?
Oh no.
It's Connor.
I'm looking at a few
No.
things and I'm seeing what I think you're seeing, Kindle.
It's Connor.
Oh my god, it does look like.
Oh
It's the
my
exact
God.
same hairstyle.
It's undead Connor.
And the outfit kind of too.
Yeah, and look at
Literally
the
everything.
look at the color of the thing in his right hand.
It matches the thing
Oh
that's on
man,
his
you're
back.
right.
It's Connor.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love this response.
Good news and bad news. I got a unnatural 20.
Oh God, that may or may not be good or bad.
Hold on.
I
hold
gotta.
on. Wolfram got a 20. Okay, Reyna got a 17. Okay, Mortimer?
16 plus 2, I got 18.
Forget.
What the fuck is Connor doing? Oh my god.
Jesus, man, what is up with me today? I got an 11.
11.
What I wanted to ask was if I could roll to see if he was the one who had casted the magic on the statues, but I don't know if I have the ability for that.
It seems like an ancient dwarven magic. If anything, he's upheld it, but he didn't cast it originally.
Okay. We need to watch out for those things coming in, you guys.
Narratively, we approached him from behind. Do we have surprise on him? Is he surprised?
He was facing the door at his
Oh, I
his
see.
desk.
Driffin had an arrow ready, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Do we? I guess my question is, do we have any sort of drop on him? He is surprised to see us, but that doesn't mean he's surprised fight-wise.
Yeah, he doesn't seem hostile yet, so we can probably talk to him before attacking, but...
Well, that's
Well-
up to Wolfram, because it's Wolfram's turn.
Yeah, I see this weird undead creature sitting at a desk, and he yells something at me, but I've already got my sword drawn. He says, "What are you all doing here?" Wolfram doesn't quite understand. Let me roll to see if I can make some sort of connection.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for you, that is a 4.
I mean, kind
Plus
of familiar, maybe.
intelligence.
Oh yeah, plus intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So 4.
Yeah. Kind of familiar, maybe.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't attack this thing.
I mean, go for it.
Wolfram doesn't normally encounter undead, I don't think. I don't know if that's a thing in your world,
Wolfram has not, probably.
but he probably has heard tell of the Draugrs and that they are uniformly evil. So, except when they're not in very convenient Icelandic sagas. But yeah, I'm just gonna run forward and attack him.
Go for it. You can get there, but you'll have to go up the steps and like charge him.
Okay, so it'll take a dash.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, he's really far away then. Maybe I haven't gotten a good look at him.
Yeah, like this is this is like a big like oration type of room. Like you think probably this is meant specifically for hosting people.
Gotcha. Okay, if I'm that far away and he's like, "What are you all doing here?" I think what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to approach up the stairs a little bit less quickly. So instead of dashing, I'm just gonna go to the top of the stairs with my sword out and a little more carefully. What do you mean by that? And I'll end my turn.
I'll say he could probably respond, and what he says is, "It's been hundreds of years." Mortimer, you're up.
Works for me.
Can I look over and see what Tudrik's reaction was to seeing his presumed brother?
You could if he was there. You don't see him.
Oh no.
Where's Molly? Where's Mollimer?
I'm not sure.
What the
Fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Alright, it's hostile time.
Wait, what do you
All
mean
right.
it's been hundreds of years?
I don't know. That's what he said.
Here's a
I'm just
question.
DM, I don't know.
Do we know any characters that may have a golden tooth?
Probably not.
Okay, there's a skull by his foot in the image
Yeah.
with a gold tooth.
Just for flair.
Okay.
Adric has a golden tooth. No, I'm just-
Is there any movement in the doorway behind us?
Not that you notice. No.
Okay. Alright, well, I want to get away from that door because the fucking statues. They freak me out.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna-
move your full movement into this room 25 feet if you want.
Alright, can I get as far as I can, and I want to launch something at this bitch. Let's do a Molotov. Let's do a firebolt.
Cool. Sweet. Go ahead and roll that attack.
Alright, that was a nat 20, making it 23.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh. Yikes.
Remember to double your damage die.
Yeah, so roll 2d10.
One and a 7. I get 8.
Oof.
So you're aiming it at this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to be hostile towards him. Yeah, because I realize that the two people who were kind of sketchy when we first met Tudrik are gone, so I'm now like, I don't have rage, but I'm pissed. I'm enraged right now. I'm kind of putting 2 and 2 together.
Awesome. So if that's your turn, that brings it around to Reyna. Oh, by the way, he's worried about Wolfram, who is basically just charged at him, and is kind of looking at Wolfram. You hit him full in the side, and he turns to you, and his eyes are now flared, this like greenish purplish color.
Ooh.
Okay, first off, what do you mean it's been hundreds of years?
I don't think he responds.
Okay.
The time
That's
for
fine.
he just took a firebolt to the side of the head. The time for talking's over.
My bad. I'm upset.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
I want to cast blindness, deafness on him. How far is he from where I am?
Like 60 feet.
Hold on 1 second before I do that. Okay, I'm gonna move my full speed, like my full movement.
You'll full 30 feet.
A full 30 feet.
Okay.
Because I have to be 30 feet in range of him.
Yeah, you
for
can.
this one.
You can get kind of down to like the bottom of the balcony.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Does a 21 save?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I take half damage or anything?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What were you doing? Or do we know?
Constitution Save. She was gonna cast blindness, deafness.
I was gonna make him blind
God.
until the duration of he would have either had to succeed on a saving throw, or he would have had it for the entire fight. And
Oh.
Well, it is.
each of his
It's
turns
concentration.
he has to do it.
Yeah, it's concentration, so you'd have to hold it up. But yeah.
No, it's a duration of 1 minute. There's no concentration.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, it is. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That
My
makes-
mistake. My mistake.
Well, I mean, that
Oh, no,
makes
y'all
that
are
spell
good.
a lot more OP than I originally thought it was.
Yeah, no, y'all are good. There's no concentration. I wrote concentration
But
on
you-
any of them that have concentration.
Okay. But you can save against it every turn?
Yeah, but you can save against it every turn.
Okay, well, doesn't blindness deafness affect 3 creatures? You could totally hit me and Mortimer with it.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
This one just says choose one.
Oh, my bad, my bad. God, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Bane. Never mind.
Why would you want that?
We're
So,
all good.
is that your turn?
Yeah.
So,
Quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry. How far am I from Wolfram? How far would I be?
about.
You think we're the same distance?
Yeah, you're about the same distance. He's basically just more to the left.
Because
Can I
I move
touch
30
him?
feet and you move. I mean, yeah, if you're there, because we both move 30 feet.
Did you cast a bonus action spell? Was blindness, deafness bonus action?
No, that's an action.
So what's the one that you're thinking of? Is that an action?
Nope, it's a bonus action.
You're fucking kidding me.
Dead fucking serious.
Well, remember I don't remember if we're going to use, we decided if we're going to use the rule about this or not, because I knew this would come up eventually, but typically if you cast a spell,
You're not allowed to
You
cast
can't
another
cast-
spell that uses a spell slot.
Okay.
yeah. I know that's a really weird pull. It's one I wasn't aware of for a super long time.
That's fine. Go ahead. Next turn.
So if you look at the map here, the podium that sits in the middle before the bottleneck, on either side of that flat, there's these door-looking things, and
Shit's gonna come out of there.
well, Connor calls out, "Mother, Persephone!"
Oh,
And
oh God.
and these kind of doors crash open, and some zombies amble out.
Fuck.
How many is
Mother
some?
and Persephone. Like 5? I don't know. How many?
Two of
How
them
many
right
is-
now.
Oh,
right
God.
now. I don't like that.
So they amble towards Reyna, and Reyna. One of them is going to attack you.
Fun.
Don't they only have like a 20-foot movement speed though?
Yeah, but they are right at it because they're at about the middle point. These doors drop. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it slips on its own gore viscera and falls on the floor as it tries to swing at you.
Okay, cool.
Gross. slippery.
And the other one is going to try and gnash at you as well. And it rolls a fucking... does a 9 hit. Rena, does a 9 hit? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. So it swings
You should
wide.
have a.
12.
Did you use mage armor? You should have a 12.
Yeah.
I have a 12.
So it swings wide. And so Wolfram, this guy, is not happy, and he looks at you and runs forward, drawing a longsword off of his back.
Oh, that was a very bold decision for somebody who's so obviously a caster.
Uh,
I'm not sure how to take this.
So where the fuck is its 2 hit? There it is. Okay. Does a 14 hit?
Does not.
Okay.
ooh.
So
Wolfram catches his blade with his own sword.
nice. Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't realize how fast he was. I parried him and then he came around and sliced me.
So you take 6 damage.
I don't feel good.
He specifically used it with one hand, just so you know.
Okay.
Driffin, it's your turn.
All right. So, we got 2 zombies that are behind and Wolfram,
Yes.
and then
Wolfram,
Dipshit is up on top fighting Wolfram.
yeah, a Wolfram and Necro guy are
Necrocon.
like fighting on the stairs, basically.
Okay. I don't like that you said right now to the number of zombies.
Oh.
Also on this map, these little separated points that are made of brick to either side of the bottleneck, those are just supposed to represent alcoves. Little, like, looks like people would stand there, you know.
All right.
Okay.
So one of the zombies is currently prone.
Yes.
It fell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to attack that one. I want to attack the one that is not prone, and I want to use a glass arrow.
Cool. I like it.
All right. Let's see here. 17 plus 4.
Yeah, that hits.
21 hits.
Yeah.
And roll damage. 8 plus 2. 10.
That's a pretty decent chunk of damage, though.
Okay.
And then it's got the caltrip effect.
Yes. Which, remind me, does that save? Is that a save, or?
I can't remember. I don't know how you worded it.
Yeah, I can pull that up real quick. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while I'm pulling that up, shit, it's my turn again. Hearing the commotion and clatter, on one of those like balconies, stumbles out a kind of fat, bloated man zombie, and it tumbles off the edge,
Ew.
and it's going to take a little bit of damage from that. So
It's 1d6 per 10 feet, I believe.
yes. Fuck. Took full damage on it.
Oh god.
So it literally
Just pops a little bit.
Yeah.
Some gas came out of it.
And it stands up, and I think it's fair to call that its full motion because it moved forward out of the shadows of the alcove as well. Stands itself up, and then it's Wolfram's turn.
All right, this guy just ran up on me.
Yes.
All right, I'm about to do some shit. Wolfram grabs for his hood because he's like, this seems like a bad time to not take this seriously.
I'm so excited for this. I caught myself.
I think Wolfram will say, "Rona, get out of here," and then he'll reach for his hood, pull it over his head. In the shadows, you see his eyes glare red along with the wolf cloaks, and yeah, that'll be phase 2. As I go into a rage and snarl at this guy. And yeah, Wolfram reaches out with just obscene force, grabbing this guy by his throat. And I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Yes, this is a contested athletics, right?
Yes, and I have advantage.
Cool. Okay, so Caltrip's effect is applied to that zombie, by the way, because it had to save. And then I'm gonna tell you right now, you succeed. Unless you rolled a 1, you succeeded.
I got a 22, my dude.
Yeah, you're good. You succeeded on that. So he is now grappled, and I need to pull that up.
I can move half my movement speed with him, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab him by the throat and then start running him up the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, I'm going to throw him to the ground, and he needs to make another athletics or acrobatics check to prevent being knocked prone.
Yes.
Now, you ran him up the stairs. When you say you throw him to the ground, are you throwing him off of the balcony, or are you just throwing him in front of you?
I'm throwing him in front of me, and I'm on top of him.
Okay.
That was a 5. I assume that does not save.
Let me roll. I gotta roll twice. That is, I rolled an 8 and a nat 1, but 8 plus 4, 12, so I succeed.
Yes. Also, is this a good
Okay.
point to upload the pictures?
No, I am not. I'm not full yet.
Okay, cool.
Only stage 2. I haven't gotten that pissed off.
Gotcha.
I'll take care of that. I just put him somewhere I could find him. But yeah, Wolfram is pissed. So basically, I'm going to explain the situation he is currently in. It's not good. He is both grappled, which means he has a speed of 0, and prone. Since he has a speed of 0, he cannot stand up, so he is prone as long as I have him grappled. He can use his action to escape from a grapple. Otherwise, he has disadvantage on all attacks against me.
Cool. And the action, is that at disadvantage as well, or is it just a flat roll? To try to break it.
It's a flat roll, but I have advantage against all strength checks because it will be so I don't have advantage because it's contested.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I like it.
All right, that is my turn.
Cool. Mortimer, you're up.
Alright, now, I know Wolfram is currently on top of him right now. Would I be able to run up the stairs, and can I also grab him?
You could run up the stairs and attack him, but he's grappled, so Wolfram's got him.
What I'm going for is shock and grasp. I want to grab him by his collar, his neck, and zap him real quick.
I think absolutely. Because
Alright.
I mean, all you got to do is get a hand on him, and
Does a 15 hit?
roll with advantage.
You have advantage because he's prone.
So roll again in case you get a nat 20.
Alright, well that was a 5, so 15.
It meets, it beats.
Alright, so 1d8 damage. That's 3 damage. And I want to use my my second action. I would like to, under a snarly breath, scream, "Where is my sister?" And I'm spitting at him while I'm screaming. My face is bloodshot red, and my eyes are they've almost changed to an animalistic shape.
I don't like what I've done. I'm scared.
Uh,
uh, I don't think he's got it in him to like. You just shocked the shit out of him, and he's been slammed to the ground. Like, yeah,
Oh, I knew I wasn't gonna get an
Yeah.
answer. I just flavor.
you're up, Reyna.
Who's near me?
2 zombies. Well,
Okay.
3. There's another one that fell off the balcony. So there's 2 female zombies, one on the ground, one standing, and there's a male zombie that's kind of half deflated.
Okay. I'm gonna touch myself.
No. Okay.
Ah! Okay. I'm gonna bring it out.
What type of damage?
Let's do. Hey guys, help me choose. Fire or acid?
acid.
Acid.
Let's go acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta make a save, right?
Yeah.
It's a deck save.
Yep, for all 3.
Okay. So that's not good for me. After I do this, I want you to describe. That's a fail. That's also a fail.
How much?
What is your spell save DC?
13.
Yeah, that's a fail. That's a fail. All 3 of them fail.
Cool. They all get 3d6 worth of damage of acid.
Oh my god.
So I just wait. Describe what you're doing before you do it, because I want everybody to know what's going on.
Okay, so I have a new spell called Dragon's Breath.
Oh damn.
I touch one willing creature, which in this time I'm gonna touch myself, like I'm gonna have it on me. And I have it to where I can spew magic energy from my mouth.
So you.
So I'm basically spitting acid at
Yeah,
these
you belch
at
forth
these
a
zombies.
cone of acid.
15-foot cone of acid.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
10.
Look like
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Yes.
I just want to clarify. We're all taking 1d6. Me, and Skellyman.
no.
No?
Just the
Okay.
zombies.
Zombies. Go,
So
go, okay.
Reyna has like touched her chest and then spewed forth acid from her mouth.
At these zombies.
I heard. Okay, perfect. I heard that. I just wasn't sure who aiming at.
At the zombies around me.
Beautiful.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Each one of them took 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you done with your turn?
Hold on one second. Let me mark that. I can cast a cantrip, right? Because I've used a spell
Didn't
slot.
you?
Or can I?
Did you use your action to do the cone?
Yeah.
No, I did not. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
But you had to cast the spell. Because you cast the spell, you can cast the spell and use it in the same turn, but that would be your turn.
Oh yeah, I would. Never
Yeah.
mind. I missed the part where it says you can create an action. Never mind. Okay.
So one of them, looking very glorpy and sloopy, as its flesh and bones are barely contained together, the one that was on the floor stands up and kind of does a little shuffle step as it slips in the pool of acid that you just vomited, and it tries to slam its fist into you. Does a 7 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so it misses, it swings wild. The second one is going to try and attack you as well. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Let me double check that just to make sure. Yes, you take 4 damage. And then it is this guy's turn. the guy that you have pinned, and all he can really do is try and make this check, right?
Well, he can do other stuff. That's to get out of being knocked prone and grappled.
Yeah,
So if he can get out of, yeah,
I mean, I can't see any world in which he doesn't try to get out of this, you know?
okay.
So I have to make an athletics, is that right? Or is it a...
It can be an acrobatics too, whichever's better.
Cool. I doubt a 10 does it.
Let me roll. That is a 13 plus 4, so 17. No.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, Driffin, it's back to your turn.
All right, so one zombie's still under caltrip effect.
Yes.
Can you? I don't know exactly what that does.
So-
If they move, they take damage.
It can't move. It can't heal or move, or blah, blah, blah. It can't move until it... Where the fuck is Caltrips? I just had the shit open. It had to make a save, and it took 1 piercing damage. Or it takes 1 piercing damage if it tries to move. It can't, until it regains 1 hit point, its walking speed is reduced by 10 feet.
So if it moves, it will take damage.
Well, yes. Or
Cool.
at least the way I interpret that.
But it's only 1 damage, but it's still damage.
Yes,
So
which actually
daddies.
one of them needed to take damage for that.
Daddy's got an idea. All right. So I'm gonna make a move. So Driffin rips the sleeve off of his demon arm, and the blue turns to a sickly green glow as he
What
looks
does this
toward.
demon arm look like?
If you go up into the character info photos, there's a drawing.
Okay.
And he looks toward the zombie under the caltrip effect and casts infestation.
I like it.
And that'll be a 1d6 poison damage, and then it will make him move. That is a 3 for poison damage, and then he will be forced to move.
1 second. So it... It is forced to move?
Target must... Well, no, he's got to succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And then moves 5 feet in a random direction.
Does 8 save?
How do I check that? That's what I don't know.
That will be your spell save DC, which... So it is
His
your
proficiency bonus.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting...
It literally can't be an 8. The minimum it can be is 10. So
Yeah, so...
unless if he's got a negative to his wisdom.
No.
Okay.
This thing fails. But that means that some things are about to happen. Oof. So that zombie is just, as it's pushed, it just kind of melts. It slops into a splat onto the floor. It is down.
Sweet.
Cool.
That was a cantrip. So is that a bonus action or that's a whole action?
Your cantrip, it just depends, but I think that one was an action. Yes, that one's an action.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Cool. I like it.
You
though.
can
That's
still
a-
cast a spell if you want. Oh, sorry.
Well, I like it. That's a creative use of like forcing something to move and take damage. And it's funny It only took 1 damage, but it was at 1 health.
Does it kill it?
Yeah, it slops into a pile on the floor.
Okay,
love it.
are you using the zombie ability?
Yes, and it rolled like a 2.
Jesus Christ. That's good news for us, because I've had somebody continue to roll above the DC for like 10 turns. It was ridiculous.
Dude, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever had a zombie roll above the DC. I don't understand.
Damn.
All right, so you do have your action or your bonus action left.
Bonus action. So the a cantrip doesn't take up a spell slot, yes?
Correct.
No.
Alright, so I've got a big fat zombie and still another like humanoid, still kind of skinny one.
Yes. There's a female one and a male one.
Which one's female and which one's male?
The skinnier one that is a little bit closer to Reyna is the female one.
Okay.
You can get your hunter's mark going if you want.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if I want to waste it on an enemy that might die next turn.
You can move it
Yes.
whenever you kill a creature.
Yeah, so if you do kill it next turn, or someone
If
else
I
kills it, if someone else kills it, it can be moved.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Bonus action as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna cast it on the fat one,
Sounds good. Perfect.
and then that'll be my turn.
Cool. It is that one's turn next, and it is going to lumber towards. Driffin, how far into the room are you?
I haven't moved.
Cool. So you're kind of still right at the opening, pretty much.
Yes.
That is perfect for you because you can fucking snipe the shit out of shit.
Yep.
So I think this zombie is gonna come at you, Reyna. Sorry.
It's okay.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
Wolfram, you're up.
All right. I'm sorry ahead of time.
I hate it when you start your turn like that.
I start most of my turns like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. Wolfram will roar. He's not saying this to you. He's roaring this at you. And I had to assure Will that everything was okay. And tell me high or low, Mortimer.
Go again. What was that?
High roll or low roll?
High or low? Yeah.
Hi.
Oh man. Okay. That's low. What's your? Well, hold on. Let me make an attack. What's your AC? Oh, never mind. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. He swings his sword out, dealing 5 slashing damage. So he probably only barely clips you. But yeah, Wolfram has this guy pinned down. You've run up to him and shocked him, and Wolfram has immediately reacted with rage, trying to slash out at you.
Valid. Okay.
Checks out.
Checks
Yeah.
out. Unfortunately, that is my turn.
Cool. That brings it around to Mortimer.
Straight up dealing 1/5 of my health. I mean, I deserve it. I actually.
No,
I don't know.
no, this is not anything that you have done wrong. This is just how Wolfram. This is why Wolfram doesn't use his rage. He can't control it completely.
No, he was warning me. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I actually. I want to rush back in, and I want to. I don't know. I'm mad. I'm angry.
Just 2 angry dudes fighting a dude on the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna forget about the big bad, and we're gonna end up killing each other.
No. I'm not doing anything at Wolfram. I knew it was an accident. He does it. It did a decent gash into Mortimer's shoulder, but he's not even phased by it. Like he didn't even flinch.
You do understand that there's a very high chance he will attack you again if you are. There's like a 50% chance he'll attack you again if you're there.
Mortimer doesn't care.
Okay.
His sister's gone, and he's confused. He's upset. He feels betrayed. There's a lot going on in his head right. So he's gonna pull out a dagger, and just drill it into this guy's shoulder.
Sounds good.
With
ahead.
advantage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that with advantage.
And then sneak attack.
Oh, thank God we have advantage, because that was a 7. Well, that was a crit fail. So the 7.
7 plus 4 is 11. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
All right.
Yeah, he's just kind of like flailing and moving around a little bit too much, trying to get out from under Wolfram.
I just snarl and scream at him, like utter like you can it's like it's sad to hear him screaming.
So this may be a little bit metagamey, but you have your bonus action and you can disengage if you'd like, just so you don't get hit by
Yeah.
Wolfram.
I think for character's sake, Mortimer's gonna stay up in his face,
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
even though he's probably gonna get hit. He didn't feel the damage that he just from Wolfram's terrifyingly strong slash.
I did roll a 1 on my damage, so
Well, I also took 5.
I know. That's my plus.
That's fine. But I'm still like, even though that hurt me, I'm still like, I didn't feel it.
You're
Okay,
on
as a
dragon.
player, I don't want to kill Mortimer, but as a character, I can't help what happens.
How long
That's
does Dragon
okay.
Breath last, by the way?
A minute?
1 minute.
Holy shit!
I do have concentration on it.
Yeah, but that means that every turn you can use your fucking... Holy shit!
What is it?
You know that 3d8 or 3d6?
6.
3d6.
That 3d6 acid damage she did, she can do that every turn for 10 turns? 6 turns? Something like that.
Holy shit.
Pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and, well, so when I use it as an action, is that casting a spell every time?
No, you're
Like,
using...
does that use a...
You are using your Dragon's Breath. That is your
Okay,
action.
So that is now me, so I don't have to use a spell slot.
No.
Yeah, I'll use
You
it
have to
again.
use a spell slot to cast it, but
Yeah,
while the
but
spell is
after that.
active, you can use your Dragon's Breath.
Okay. I will do it again. Let's use some more acid breath on these fucking zombies.
That's a dex save for me.
Yeah. Oh no, that one went over there.
12 doesn't save, right?
No.
Okay. That means a 4 definitely doesn't.
8.
So 8 acid damage.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 5, a 2, and a 1.
13. 5 plus the damage. So I have to make a 13 with a con. Okay.
What?
That's 8 damage, right?
Yes.
Cool. Alright.
Wait a minute.
What?
Because they were zombies, can they regenerate?
That's the zombie's ability. That's what Wolfram was talking about a minute ago.
Okay.
They have to make a save, a constitution save, but if they make that save, they're back at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Speaking of, One of these zombies.
I knew it. Just came back.
Well, the female zombie is going to turn and try and slam at you again.
Slam! Damn!
Motherfucker! This fucker can't hit shit. It just rolled a 2.
I just imagine her easily dodging out of the way of these zombies' slow, televised attacks.
I'm
Televised.
just stepping to the side a little bit.
Telegraph.
Telegraph, thank you.
At this point, can we assume that it swung so hard like its limb fell off?
I like it. So I have disadvantage on like attacks and shit as the necro guy, right?
Yeah, you can attack. You can do any action or bonus action that you can normally do. You just can't move or stand up.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like, let's see, ranged attacks. I think ranged spell attacks don't suffer from disadvantage at 5 feet, do they?
I don't think so. But it is going to. It's going to try and swing its sword at you because it had already tried to struggle out once and that didn't work. So.
Okay.
Does a 7 hit?
No, not this time, at least.
And does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so it's flailing wildly, swinging its sword at you, but it just can't get purchase, and that brings it. Sorry, go ahead.
I think when he tries to swing his sword at me, Wolfram just kind of smacks it aside against the ground with his sword.
I like it. Driffin, you're up.
All right. So the fat one's dead?
No.
No, the fat one's still alive.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
It did die, but it's still alive.
Just regenerate.
It's a 1 hit point now though.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fucking easy.
Of course, I say, man, I don't think I've ever had a zombie make the check, and then that one makes the fucking check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire an arrow at it.
Cool.
I mean, unless I miss, it dies. And that's 19 plus 4.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I'm honestly certain I don't have to roll damage because there's no way I could roll less than 1.
Well, go ahead and roll the damage because that determines
Okay.
Saves for it.
Okay. So that's the 1d8 plus 2, and then it still has it has Hunter's Mark still.
Yes.
Okay. And that's okay. So 6, 4, 10.
10. So it has to make a fuck. And it does not. You send an arrow flying towards this thing's forehead, and it just splits its head in half like a fucking rotten melon. And it falls to the ground.
All right.
Next up, Wolfram.
Okay. Wolfram seems to regain some portion of control after just attacking his ally. I rolled well this time. And will try to attack this guy, Necro Boy. Yeah, it's a natural 20.
Motherfuck. Yeah, that hits. That'll hit. Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah. Wolfram attacks Mortimer, then turns back to this guy who's trying to use the opening to attack him with his sword, smacks his sword aside, and then just plunges his sword through his chest into his abdomen.
I love it.
That is 15
Motherfucker.
slashing damage.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Woo!
Unless you have
he'll-
something. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't have. I guess I could do a bonus action or something, but I don't think I have anything. But I think Wolfram will just kind of like. You can hear the restraint in his voice, like he's trying to control it, and he's get away.
Well, speaking on that, Mortimer, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna shock and grasp punch him again.
Cool. You have advantage on that roll.
All right, my first roll was this. All right. So my first roll was a 19, and this one is unnatural 20.
Yeah, either way that hits. So go ahead and roll up that damage for me. As long as neither one of them was a natural 20, right?
No.
Cool. Good.
6 damage.
6 damage.
I just punch him in the temple. The lightning hand.
What do you do to do shock and grasp? Do you have like a taser or something?
I like it.
See, I had sorry, don't let me decide this for you, but I had imagined he had an actual shocking like a shock ring, like the joke shock ring, but it's a real shock ring. Like when you
But
go
he's
to
got
shake
one on
somebody's
every
hand.
finger.
Yeah. Turned outside like fucking brass knuckles.
Well, go back to his go back to Mortimer's picture.
Oh no.
I can. I'm working.
Oh, every single finger has a ring on it.
Oh, I love
Is
it.
that it?
So yeah, I pretty much just like shock brass knuckled him.
Hell yeah.
All right, that brings it around to Reyna. You have one zombie left.
I want acid breath it.
Okay.
Try to get it the fuck out of here.
You got 3 more turns on that acid breath, I think.
Okay.
So.
It only lasts 30 seconds.
60, but I think has it been? No, you have 4 more turns on it because you've used it twice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it has a limited use. I see.
No, she can use it. I'm doing the math of if she uses it once per turn for a minute, you know. And she's used
Yeah.
it twice already.
Right, but a minute is 10 rounds.
Oh yeah, shit. So you got more than that on it, yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, I always get those backwards, where I think combat is 6 seconds, and you know.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
7. Go ahead. Do your deck save.
2,
Yeah. 7 damage.
7 damage.
I still have to roll damage because even on a save you only take half as much.
Yeah.
So that's why you hear me rolling even before.
No,
you do
yeah,
the
you're
save.
good. So that's 7 damage.
Yes.
So 5 plus 7 is 12. This thing, you breathe acid on it, and it is. Yeah, it is just melted. It's barely still got any flesh on it, but it stumbles and continues to stand.
Okay.
Jesus.
Is it down to 1 hit point though? Thought so.
Speaking of, it's its turn, and it's going to try and hit you once again, and probably roll a fucking 2 again.
Of course it is.
At one point, does it become a skeleton because of all this acid damage?
It's pretty fucking close. It looks like one of those, like a decomp corpse that's been out in the woods for 6 months on a fucking crime show, you know?
Oh man.
It misses wildly. It has no coordination because it's fucking barely a thing anymore.
I'm literally just sidestepping this bitch.
And it's down to Necro Guy, and he is going to try and, again, swing his sword at you. Fuck me! A 15 hit.
A 15 hits, but did he do it with disadvantage?
He did not. Fuck me. That doesn't hit. Okay. 14 plus 4 is 18. 5 plus 4 is 9. So he misses again. He tries. He can't. He just can't get it. He's so. You can hear him gasping and gurgling, trying to figure this shit the fuck out, but he just can't get out from under you. Driffin, you're up.
All right, so we still got a zombie to deal with.
Yes, one more zombie.
It's got 1 hit.
You can move your. You can have moved
Yeah,
your
I'm
hunter's mark, I
moving.
think.
I'm moving my hunter's mark on it. I mean, why not?
Okay, well, I mean,
It
that's the best
sounds like the
option,
amount of
because-
damage. It sounds like the amount of damage done correlates to whether or not it can regenerate.
The more damage done, the harder it is for it to save.
Okay, cool. I want to do as much as I can to it then. So I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Cool.
12 plus 4, 16.
That hits.
All right. Oof. Well, I mean, okay, so 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5.
It takes it in the shoulder, but kind of reaches up and pulls it away with a limp, floppy fucking hand. Wolfram,
At
you're
what
up.
point is this thing a whole new state of matter?
Well, I mean, zombies are so fucking annoying because of that shit. They're annoying to run too.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going to attack this guy.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Well, wait, I forgot to roll something. Oh, it's an 8. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna attack him with advantage. That is. Okay, I rolled a 13 and another natural 20. I'm not even fucking shitting you.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is ridiculous.
Fuck him up. Hurt him.
Okay,
Do nasty things to this man.
let's just be glad this attack wasn't on Mortimer.
Yeah.
4 plus 7 plus 4, that's another 15. You can't make this shit up. This is utterly absurd.
So how you want to do this?
I've already got the sword in his chest. I'm just gonna rip upward.
Yeah, I like that.
That's nice.
Wolfram lets out a bestial sort of snarling scream as he rips the sword upward and outwards and comes to a full standing position with his back turned to Mortimer. There's blood and viscera just flying across in an arc, upwards and outwards, probably splattering all over him and Mortimer. But yeah,
Awesome. So, next up is Mortimer's turn. All that's left is a zombie. Wolfram just fucking stood up, like, ripped through this guy's chest. He's just got, like, a V from the midpoint of his chest, like, just below his sternum, to just, like, it clipped a piece of his neck even, I feel like. It barely didn't decapitate him.
Okay.
You just see Wolfram's back, and you can see like what looks like a cold breath coming out of him as you can see the twinkle of his red eye, looking over his shoulder.
Nice.
Nice.
From the balcony, can I shoot? Can I shoot a firebolt at the zombie from like where we are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Does an 8 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
Shit. That's
God
fine.
damn it,
He's so enraged.
Oh, no. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. It smashes in its face.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Go ahead and roll that damage for me. I don't know, for some reason I looked at its initiative and I was like, 15? And I was like, wait a minute, it's a zombie. It can't have a 15 fucking AC.
6.
6? Okay. You smash this thing in the face with a Molotov and it just goes up in flames. And there's barely any meat left on the bones anyways. So this fucker just... It falls into a pile of ash. So, you guys are out of initiative order now. You are standing in this room. And, can everyone make a charisma saving throw for me?
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Charisma, how saving throw works.
That's a 16.
16.
14.
Wolfram, you have advantage on it, by the way.
Wait, really?
I think so.
Okay. Is it from anything?
It's against a charm.
Right, but I'm not an elf. I'm a human.
But don't you get that while you're raging, or is that at a different level?
That is a berserker barbarian.
Oh, duh. Okay, so 16.
They're immune.
16, and then Mortimer 14.
Piece of saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a 14.
What'd you get?
20.
20. Okay.
Wait, 21.
Okay. And Driffin, how you would do that is you have on your character sheet, there is
Yeah.
the little box almost at the very top, directly to the right of your strength score is your saving throws.
Where it says strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Yes, and you'll roll and then add what it says in your charisma.
Okay. 17 total.
Okay, so Reyna and Driffin, you succeed. Everyone else has failed and is restrained. And coming from one of the alcoves, you hear,
Fuck.
and out comes a man that, your players don't recognize, but you as characters do. It's the man from the Coliseum.
Pocket.
The
You
blood
mean-
sports.
Us as characters don't, but us
You
as
as players do.
players do.
Yes.
Okay.
And he says, well, well, well. It seems I have chosen my champions correctly. But you meddle in things that are far above your head. And I would kindly appreciate it if you fucking stopped. Don't make me take action against you all. And he turns around and walks back into the shadows. And those of you who are restrained are no longer restrained.
He probably can't hear me, but I just let out a blood-curdling scream. Where is my sister?
Yeah, no, he's gone before, because you are completely restrained, and
Yeah.
He's gone before you can even, the effect
Well-
goes away when he leaves. There it is.
If the two that weren't restrained wanted to take some sort of action, could
Yeah.
they have taken an action?
Yeah.
I didn't really have anything.
You could shoot at him.
I'll spit some.
I don't know if that would
You
be a
could
good
hunter's mark him.
You probably couldn't reach
You-
him from there.
Not with a
Yeah,
bow.
I could with the bow. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you could bonus action to hunter's mark him and then shoot him in the fucking forehead.
Yeah, I mean, you can attempt to if you'd like to. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I really don't want to do that. Honestly,
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Raina,
I don't.
You can shoot your acid breath at him if you would like. You mentioned that. You want to shoot your acid breath at him?
No.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So we are out of initiative order, and you are standing above the corpse of a very familiar face. And, scattered on the floor throughout the battle, were his notes that were on his desk. And behind you on this platform is this, what did I call it? It's like a fucking balcony. Behind you on this balcony is, continued bookshelves full of books and such. What was on his desk is kind of scattered across the floor now from the fight. But yeah, that's the fight.
Wolfram drops out of his rage. His hood comes down and his face returns to normal. He turns to Mortimer slowly. He has a conflicted, almost sad look in his eyes.
Mortimer is still slightly like pissed off and in shock. He doesn't really have
And
an
bleeding.
yeah, and he's bleeding. He can probably feel this at this point. His adrenaline's coming down.
Wolfram sheathes his sword on his back and slowly approaches, crouching down. He puts a hand on your shoulder, tries to calmingly. Says, "We will find her."
Mortimer just avoids eye contact. He just kind of looks off to your side, like over at your ear. And doesn't say anything.
Wolfram just kind of nods his head in understanding and stands up and turns and looks stoic like usual.
Raina's over here looking through fucking notes like a.
Mayda's on the ground, like sorting the notes. It's great.
Yes,
So you are?
that would literally be me.
So you find a worn, leather-bound book. It looks like it's been rebound over and over. It's old, and I have a specific thing.
I gotta go for just a second. I can be right back.
Oh yeah, you're fine. We're wrapping up, so.
Okay, I just have to take this immediately, so I'll be
yeah,
right
go for
back.
it, Go for it. Yeah. So, there is a channel called Connor's Diary that I have made public that you guys, I can read it out for you, or you can have me read it out, whatever you would like to do. But Raina has found this old leather-bound book that on the first page on the inside is Connor's name.
I knew it. We all knew it.
Me and you both, Kendall, because the moment he posted that picture, I looked at the hair and I was like, hold on a minute.
Yup, me too.
And I scrolled up, but I was like, wait, look at that staff.
I was like, this is him.
I had recognized the coat.
Yes, the coat too.
Let me tell you, Wolfram made that shit so much easier for y'all because
Yeah.
he has a fucking life steal thing that he can do that he would continue to heal himself. Like, that's why the encounter is hard, because you have to fight 3 zombies that probably are gonna make a couple of saves at least to stay standing, and then the fucking boss can heal himself by attacking you, you know. But Wolfram shut that shit down quick.
Immediately.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the extent of the session. We can end the session here.
That was fun.
I'm glad.
I